like that. Woo! What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull-Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, a.k.a. B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull-Up Basketball Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe all of our YouTube videos by hitting that notification bell, by subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? As well as you got to go into the Cash App. $ BJ Matthews is my Cash App. You can go to choose to donate. Show your love to the Basketball Podcast. I appreciate y'all always coming through and supporting. We're going to keep this ball rolling. Let's get it popping. All right, man. So another hot topic again, you know what I'm saying? Yesterday we talked about the claw, Kawhi Leonard. We talked about, had a good show yesterday about him, his return. You know, he just confirmed today that he will be starting 5-on-5 workouts. So that's great right before training camp. And I just look forward to seeing him play this season, man. I think a lot of us are really excited to watch him play, bro. So if you didn't see that live, that video yesterday, go check it out on the YouTube pages right there. Y'all coming in here, hit that like button so we get the notifications out there as well. We got a hot one for y'all today, man. The NBA top 25 players have been released, you know what I'm saying, on the website, on NBA.com airwaves. So it's been a lot of speculation. Is this top 25 fair or is it foul? Is it something that, it should, did they get it right? Did they get it wrong? Which players deserve to be in the top 5? Which players deserve to be in the top 10? Which players deserve to be exited out? The ranking of the players and stuff like that have just kind of been. It's just people kind of have their own opinion. You know what I mean? People have their own opinion who they think is the best player, who they think is in the top 10. Vice versa. But I want to talk about particularly this top 25 right now. They put out this list every single season before the season starts of the top 25 players going into the next season. ESPN, Sports Illustrated, the NBA itself, players, coach, like all of them put out a list of their top players going into the next season, right? So I'm not going to go into every single person in detail, but there are a few people that I really want to discuss because I think like this. Was it a fair or was it a foul? Of course, there were some people I thought should have not been in the top 10. There's some people who I thought was in the top 15 should have been in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. But there's a few that were just pretty much, they just got it wrong completely. Now, I want y'all to listen to a little bit of a snippet by Stephen A. Smith, who actually spoke on what actually officially happened as far as the top 25 list. So y'all can hear it for yourselves. I'm going to play the video right now, and so y'all can see what he said about the top 25 list and how he felt about it and, what dealings he had with it. So here we go.
Its NBA ranked panel composed of over 200 reporters, editors, producers, and analysts were asked to rank players based on their predicted contributions, quality, and quantity for the 2022-2023 season. I was not asked. Because let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. There is no way in hell I got a list. We ain't talking history, mind you. We talking history, man. We talking today's player. There is no way in hell I don't have LeBron James and Kevin Durant out of my top 5. That is to say, that is only one excuse. I will say this. If you're telling me that quantity for the 2022 season played a profound role, that is the only argument that you can make because obviously missed games will matter. Fine. Fine. I'm not thinking about quantity. Okay? I'm thinking about quality. Quality matter. Right. Okay? You can last a long time, but you ain't getting it done. You ain't getting it done. Okay? The bottom line is this. All right? The bottom line is this. Ain't no way in hell 5 players in the world are better than LeBron James and Kevin Durant. That is impossible. LeBron James is entering his 20th season. His 19th year last, you know what you did, Christine? 30 or not. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.
All right, so that concludes what Stephen A. Smith had to say about the NBA top 25 rankings. And it's a lot to, unveil of that, right? Let me move this out the way so y'all can see me as I'm talking. There's a lot to really, unravel on that situation. What he said, basically, he said he had nothing to do with the top 25 list. He was, of course, he was against it. As he said, it was atrocious. It was unacceptable. It was pretty much, a disgrace. And he said that, the people that vote for this list are, editors, sports commentators, as a whole, a group of people like the MVP race. They all vote on a particular player or players to be on a specific group of elite company. So he wasn't part of the list. I don't know how he wasn't part of it because, Stephen A is one of the most decorated, personalities in sports today. So I don't know how he didn't have no dealings with the list. And he's a basketball head, so I don't know how he didn't make the list. So I want to know who was the people that voted on these lists, but he wasn't one of them, as he said. He said a couple things. First thing he said was they ranked the list based off quantity, based off of the previous season, what they did, and then also their potential going into this season. So what you did last season contributes to what happens this season. That makes sense because NBA 2K, a lot of those players are ranked in the high, mid to high 90s, who are not historically great, but they had a great season the previous year, so they got a high rating on the video game. It's the same thing as these rankings, right? What's good, Young Africa? What's up, little bro? Appreciate you coming through. Make sure you jump in when we have this topic. I want to hear your opinion. But that's how they rank the players based off of your potential and what you did the previous season. You know what I'm saying? So after hearing that, he also said that in doing that, he doesn't go by quantity, he goes by quality, meaning that guys like LeBron James and Kevin Durant should be there. They should automatically be in the top 5. There's not 5 better players in the world than Kevin Durant or LeBron James. That's what Stephen A. Smith had to say. We're going to talk about that a little bit later, but that's how he feels. And a lot of people feel the same way. Like LeBron should be a guaranteed top 5, and Kevin Durant should be a guaranteed top 5. Whether you agree with that or not, you can put that in the chat. But I want to hear, I want y'all to listen to the people that actually are on the top 25 on this list, right? So I'm going to start from 25 down. So we got, this is the 25 down in the top 25. So let me move this out the way so y'all can see what I got working with. So move the ticker as well. 25, you got Anthony Edwards, who I already said is a stud. He's going to be the best player in the league in the next 2 to 3 years. You guys don't know why or know how. You guys continue to follow my page. I can continue to tell you how I feel like that. 24 was Donovan Mitchell, who, in my opinion, is a top 3 shooting guard in the NBA with Devin Booker and Jimmy Butler. He didn't get as much attention because he came from Utah, a smaller market. But if you look at the statistics, if you look at the accomplishments he's had, he's been able to make an impact, making the playoffs every single year of his career. And I think he's going to make some noise this year in the NBA. Number 23, or 23. Let me see who was 23. Or 22 is Jalen Brown, who I think made a lot of noise this playoffs about what he did in the grand scheme of things. You know what I'm saying? I think he was the best player on the Boston Celtics, in my opinion. I think he was the best player on the court. I think he did the most as far as Jason Tatum in the finals. I think he was the more of the aggressive player. A couple things he needs to work on is just his handle. And I think, he needs to be a little bit more vocal. But I think he's on his way as well. Let me look at 21, Chris Paul. Now, CP3, I already said, we talked about him yesterday. He kind of, went down because, of course, what he did against the Mavs. But, I mean, if this was before this season, Chris Paul would be a top 15 player. Hell, coming off of last year, he was already looked as a top 10 player. So now he dropped all the way to 21. Anthony Davis is at number 20, which, they pretty much done given up on Anthony Davis as of right now because of the injuries. So we'll see how he bounces back. Number 19, we got Bradley Beal. Now, this one's interesting because Beal missed a lot of this season. Again, we're talking about what they've done the previous year. Bradley Beal has missed a lot of this season or last season due to injuries. Salute, Alex. How you doing, brother? Obviously a great scorer, obviously all that. But, I mean, for him to be in front of Donovan Mitchell, for him to be in front of Jalen Brown, For him to be in front of who else was he in front of? Chris Paul. I don't see how they could put him over those guys who made the playoffs and made a lot of impact, right? So I don't think he's better than. I don't think Bradley Beal should be that high, but he's his own. Rudy Gobert is 18. I think he's a little overrated, but they put him there for defensive purposes. You know what I'm saying? So he got him at 18. And then y'all continue to type in the chat to see what y'all think about the list as well. Now this one actually really surprised me. They had Jimmy Butler at 17. I'm going to be doing a video on Jimmy Butler on Saturday, highlighting where I think he should be ranked at, because 17 to me is very low for a person who got to the conference finals, who's been to the NBA finals within the last 3 seasons. It's a lot to put him that low, right? Jimmy Butler should not be at number 17. That's just an asinine place to put a guy who's been deep in the playoffs, led his team to the conference finals with a bum knee, and took over in very pressurized situations. Okay, so he should not be number 17. Trey Young is number 16. I think he should be a little bit higher as well. I think Ice Trey is going to show why he's one of the top explosive point guards in the league, because they got DeJounte Murray, they got a better backcourt, and I think he's going to be doing a lot better this season. He said Jimmy's underrated. Yeah, Jimmy is underrated. Pull-up or Young Africa. 2 play way players effective to win. Yeah, they do. Y'all keep hitting that like button. Let's go. Let's continue. So that's from 25 to 16 to 25, right? That's 16 to 25 right there. Let's go into 11 to 15, right? This was just released yesterday. Top 11 to 15 players in the NBA, according to reporters, editors, and sports commentators. This is 11 to 15. Okay, let me maximize this. So who do we got? We got Paul George at 15. Okay, y'all know how I feel about PG, man. That's my guy. He's part of my team, the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? Do I think PG is in the top 15? I think he's in the top 10. I'll explain later. But Paul George is too low on this list. To put this man at 15, where he just last season, I think because of injury is why they put him so low. But if you got him so low, why do you got because of injury? Why you got Damian Lillard so high? Why you got Damian Lillard at number 14, who didn't play in the playoffs, who pretty much sat out the majority of the year because of a abdominal injury? Why do you got him so high over Paul George, who was more productive last year? Actually, the last 2 years, the better two-way, bigger player who plays both ways of the ball. Why do you have Damian Lillard over Paul George? Carlton Towns is number 13. I think he's a little bit too high, because you got to understand, we can't just rank these guys based off of what they did in the season. We got to talk about the playoffs. I mean, isn't that what we say all the time? The playoffs is where you make your name. And if we talk about Carlton Towns, he really let a series go against the Memphis Grizzlies. If we really going to be honest about it. The Timberwolves should have beat the Grizzlies in 5 games. But I spoke about this before on my channel. The T-Wolves is a stupid, dumb team. Make a lot of dumb mistakes in crucial moments. They're not a smart team. That's why they let that series go against the Memphis Grizzlies. Carlton Towns, that was on his watch. Shooting threes, not taking over in the post, not being dominant enough, not putting his foot in the opponent's necks. I think he should have done more damage in that series. But they got this man at number 13 who got eliminated in the first round. It's unbeknownst to me. They got Kawhi at number 12. I'm going to come back to Kawhi later because I got a lot to say about him. They got James Harden at number 11, man. I cooked James Harden after the Miami Heat series. So I got to go back again to what are they ranking these players off of? Are they ranking them off of their past? Are they ranking them off of what they think they're going to be next season? What are they ranking these players of? Because somebody's lying. Because anybody that saw that conference semifinals against the Miami Heat would not put no James Harden in the top 15 at all. But they got him there. They got James Harden in the top 15. right? So you guys let me know. Do you guys agree with these 5 players right here in this order? Because I sure as hell I can't respect that. But I'm gonna get back to this list later. I got a lot to say about these 5. But the last 6 to 10 came out actually today. 6 to 10. Y'all keep hitting that like button. Yeah. Pull out the 6 to 10 right now. Excuse me 1 second. I gotta pull it up. All right, so there's a 6 to 10 right here. We got Devin Booker at 10. We got Ja Morant at number 9, Kevin Durant at number 8, Jason Tatum at number 7, LeBron James at number 6. Now, you guys heard what Stephen A. Smith said just a moment ago. He said that there's no way in hell there's 5 players better than Kevin Durant and LeBron James. Do I agree with that? I do not agree with that. I'm going to tell you why in a minute, but we're going based off of this past season going into next season. Okay? Now, one of the people that I listened to on YouTube spoke about this yesterday. He said the reason why LeBron and KD seem to still flirt around these young guys who should be, really, taking over is because there's not really no real stars in the league that just pretty much shine to the point where they just take the mantle away from LeBron and KD. There's not really no stars in the league as far as has that aura outside of Giannis, outside of, maybe, Giannis, Steph, those guys, it's probably like 2 or 3 players that really just can take the mantle and say LeBron and KD are not behind to certain people, right? So they're not closing the door hard enough to keep KD and LeBron out. That's why they keep flirting around in the top 5, top 10. So if you look at the top 6 to 10, number 10 right there is Devin Booker. We saw what he did against Luka Doncic in the conference semifinals. This dude was supposed to be ranked close to the top 5 going into this past season. I had Devin Booker as my MVP. And for the majority of the season, he was playing like the MVP. But then that terrible flame out in an important game is what cost him, in this ranking. So again, you're not shutting the door hard enough, Devin Booker. Number 9, you got Ja Morant. Listen, I know I have a lot of my critics on Ja Morant. My whole thing with him is, number 1, he's a liability shooting the ball. He's not as good as a defender as he could have been. I think he relies a lot on his athleticism. I also think he talks a little bit too much. Not even a little too much. He talks a lot too much. I mean, it's okay for you to, tongue wrestle. You want to, get yourself hyped up and all that stuff. That's cool. But, I mean, the type of stuff he was doing after the finals, talking about Draymond Green, we're ready for the smoke. You guys come to our crib, even though that the Warriors are the champions. And, you saying you busting everybody up. You can take Jordan. Like, all that stuff, bro. It's like, we saw you in the playoffs this year, and you weren't all that. In the first round, you weren't that great against Minnesota. Desmond Bain was the best player. And against the Warriors, you had one good game of, I think 47 points. But other than that, you didn't really shine. And plus, your team went 20-2 without you. Right? So, I mean, he's at number 9 because of what he did in the season. But you still got to show that in the playoffs. Now, if I go to and I also think there's players in that top 15 are better than him, that from 11 to 15 range. They got this dude Ja at number 9. You know what I'm saying? You got KD at number 8. Now, listen, here's how I feel. How are we ranking these players? Are we ranking them based off of their past or what they're doing this past season? Because I got a question. KD seems to be getting a lot of leeway right? Not just even what he did against the Boston Celtics getting swept and still retaining his spot, but also what he did just a couple seasons ago when he was hurt for the entire year, and all we kept talking about was KD still a top 3, top 2 player. But a guy like, say, Kawhi, which I'm about to talk about in a minute, because he's been hurt with an ACL, he gets ranked all the way down to number 12, even though this dude, when he was playing in the playoffs, was the best player in the 2021 playoffs. If you don't believe me, go back and look at the numbers, look at the impact, how he played both sides of the ball, the competition he faced. He was the best player in the playoffs in 2021 before he got hurt. Yes, he was better than Kevin Durant. Yes, he was better than Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yes, he was better than whoever you want to put. You understand what I'm saying? But he has to reprove himself. A 2-time NBA champion, a 2-time Finals MVP, a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year has to prove himself again. But Kevin Durant can keep his spot after getting swept in the playoffs against the Boston Celtics. How's that fair? They got Jason Tatum at number 7. Listen, I don't have no problem with that because Tatum made the finals. He made the finals at number 7. So it's like, I mean, you can't really say too much. I'm not a big Tatum fan. I think Jimmy Butler was better than Jason Tatum. But again, when you win, you get the benefit of the doubt. Right? But like I said, these players are not shutting the door. They're not shutting the door hard enough. They're still kind of keeping LeBron and KD around. Right? And LeBron got him at number 6. Listen, I spoke about this last night on my live, man. LeBron, first of all, he's not in the top 5. Because I don't know what Stephen A. Smith is smoking. How you gonna be in the top 5? You didn't make the playoffs. We've never done this with any other player that can miss the playoffs and still be ranked in the top 5. I don't care if he averaged 30 points. I don't care if he averaged 7 rebounds and 5-6 assists. He's magnificent at age 30. I don't care about that. You missed the playoffs. Nobody cares about the loser. But LeBron fans care about the loser. They always care about what almost happened instead of what actually did happen. That's why the dude's 4-6. Because maybe if you focus more on winning games instead of almost getting there, you had a better record, right? But there's no way in the world this dude LeBron's not a top 5 player, man. That's just a disrespectful statement that Stephen A. Smith said. All you can do is relate to stats, but at some point you got to go back to your wins. He played 55 games. That's enough games to at least set yourself up to make the playoffs. You weren't going to make the playoffs if you played 82 games. So what does it matter that you played 55 games? Who cares? You wouldn't make the damn playoffs if you played 82 games. Sorry, ass nigga. But hey, that's what it is. Devin Booker MVP, how? Because he had the best record. The Suns had the best record in the league last year. I said going into next season, Young Africa, he had the best record. So that's why I was saying he could have been MVP. Right? But they're gonna release the top 1 through 5, but I already know who the top 5 are gonna be. It's gonna be Luka, Jokic, Embiid, Steph, and Giannis. Those are gonna be the top 5, which that's what it should be until Kawhi comes back. Now, speaking of Kawhi, let me pull up Kawhi real quick. Now, they got Kawhi at number 12. First off, there's so much wrong with this, man. And I really want to see the faces of the people voting and making these votes, man. Because, bruh, there's no way in the world, and I'm gonna put the camera on me so y'all can see me. There's no way in the blue bloody hell that you gonna tell me that James Harden is better than Kawhi Leonard under any circumstance. I don't care what's going on. There's no case you can make that James Harden is better than Kawhi Leonard in any case. I don't care how much you hate Kawhi Leonard. I don't care how much you hate the Clippers. I don't care how much you despise whatever, how much you love James Harden. There's no case you can make that James Harden is better than Kawhi Leonard at any circumstance whatsoever. So why is he above Kawhi Leonard on this list? Right? You just decide to put dude in the top after the top 10 and then, stamp on, oh, he was hurt. That's why he didn't make the top 10 and all this stuff. That's why he didn't make the cut. You know what I'm saying? Because the man was hurt and he missed the whole season and all this stuff. You want to, name why he didn't make the top 10. So here's a little bit of a snippet of why they put him where he at. So we're going to do some reading. It says number 12, Kawhi Leonard, LA Clippers small forward, 2021 rank, NBA rank, not ranked. 2022-23, why he could exceed his ranking in 2022-23. Leonard hasn't played since suffering a partial ACL tear in the second round of the 2020-21 playoffs. But when healthy, the two-time Finals MVP is a top 5 player. I agree. If he can regain his form and stay healthy, Leonard can return to being one of the best in the game. Right? One huge question for 2022-23, how will Kawhi Leonard look once he returns? Right? I'm not gonna read the rest of it because y'all get the point. Basically, what I'm looking at is why is it that when we look at Kawhi, we look at the glass always half empty? Why does it got to be if he returns back to regular form? Because I remember seeing the same questioning back in 2019 where he came out for that injury with the Spurs and he came back and won a title. So shouldn't we be giving this dude benefit of the doubt, that glass half full and not half empty? We did it to KD. We do it to LeBron. We do it to AD. This dude is not on the same level as these guys. But we got to wait and see what he looks like. What we got to wait and see for? Has he not shown that he's able to come back from injuries stronger? Has he not had all 15 months to get rest and recovery? Has he not shown when he is healthy, he's a top 5 player, like they said in that quote? The hypocrisy of how KD can stay in his spot in the top 10 position. Even when he's hurt, he's in the top 3. We can't wait for KD to come back. We have to, he's going to be the most dynamic scorer in the league. I got all that. Give him the benefit of the doubt. He's KD. But Kawhi deserves that same respect. So somebody tell me, how come he doesn't get that respect? Why? Is it because of his hair cornrow? Is it because he's meek, he's quiet? Is it because, I don't know, he doesn't like to talk to the media? I don't know what in the world it is, but that ranking was terrible. Whoever made this ranking needs to be drug tested. Quick, fast, in a hurry. And then you got Damian Lillard over Paul George, like I said, who Lillard missed the entirety of the season. If you're going to condemn PG for missing the majority of the season, you need to do the same thing to Dame. They have a real love for Dame Lillard. And I like Dame Lillard, man. He's one of my favorite players too. But it's easy to see the contradiction between Dame and PG. One guy, PG, was actually an MVP candidate at the beginning of the year, while Dame Lillard pretty much had a off year because of an abdominal injury. So shouldn't he have to fall back in line as well? And the year before that, the PG took his team to the conference finals against the Suns, while Dame got eliminated against the Denver Nuggets in the first round with no Jamal Murray. He did the same thing back in 2019 when he had a run against the Warriors where he had his best chance to get to the finals. He got beat by a leadless Kevin Durant team, got swept. At least PG he's got him wins in the conference finals. At least he's actually performed in the conference finals. So where do we put PG over? Why do we put Dame over PG? Remember, this is about last year. Carlton Towns, I already told you about him. I don't know what it is. They must be going off potential for him because he has not shown to be a top player over PG. No way. So I'm gonna let y'all come in here and cook with me, man, because I shit. Salute to my little bro. What's up, Bubba? I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link for y'all, man, so y'all can come in and cook. Cause y'all, this is a problem. They need to stop letting these people that never played a lick of basketball come in here and actually try to vote. They need to stop doing that because it's not y'all contaminating the game. So there's a link. I just dropped it for y'all to come through, man. Cook with your boy. Let's see what y'all got for this, man. Big Tom. What up, Unc?
What's up, nephew?
Man,
can you hear me?
Nothing. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right, let me. Oh, okay. What's happening? What's happening? Yeah, I moved. I was a little late today, so I'm going on 9:30 tonight. I came in a little late taking care of some business, so I'm going on 9:30 tonight. So I seen you, so you know I was gonna stop by. Yeah, I don't, man. I don't know what they're doing. I don't. You know what, though, nephew? I don't pay that shit no mind, man, because it already show you the bull crap that they're doing with these so-called rankings and now I don't agree with Stephen A. Probably 99% of the time I don't agree with that man. But what they say, a broken clock is right twice a day. But yeah, I'm with Steve. He got me twice the A, and he did it twice a day on the was it Emil the Ibaka thing,
Yeah,
man.
Udoka. Yeah, Udoka.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got it
We'll talk
right
about
on.
that tomorrow.
Yeah, he got it right on that, and he got it right on these rankings, man. So I mean, it really ain't much to say. I mean, it's crazy, bro. First of all, how even James Harden over Jimmy?
Right.
Jimmy
That's even
averages
crazy.
almost 30, 35, almost 40 points in the playoff. This motherfucker barely getting 11 to 15. And they surely said it's based on last season. So if it's based on last season, then what did James Harden do last season, especially in the playoffs when it counted? So, like I said, man, we know what this shit is, man. It is what it is, man. I don't like I said, they don't ask real basketball people, man.
Man.
They don't ask real basketball people. It's the in crowd thing who they ask, and it's based on who them people like at the particular time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
Right.
basically what it is, man. So that's my take on it. I don't pay that because you already know they got it wrong on every level. Every level they got this shit wrong.
I
So
was looking at that list. I was just like, man, y'all just started putting shit together. It feel like y'all didn't even take your time making this 25 list. Y'all just put names together. That's what it felt like looking at that list, man.
and the most popular names. That's all. They ain't research nothing. They ain't do nothing. It's the most popular names and who they like best. They put them in the number. They just put a number beside their name.
Right, right.
That's
What's
all
up,
it.
young
That's all it
Africa?
is.
Wagwan, pull up podcast, man. How you doing today, bro?
The boy from Africa.
Good, brother.
Wagwan.
What's good, my brother? How you doing?
What's happening,
I'm
nephew? What's
chilling,
happening, baby?
man. It's all love, man. You know, the sun's about to rise, you know. It's all good. A new day about to begin over here, man. But it's all love, man.
What part of Africa you in, nephew?
Ethiopia, bro.
Okay, Ethiopia, my man. All
Yeah.
right, all
Yeah.
right.
East Africa. So yeah, I've lived in many places in the world. You know, I've gone to college in different Western countries. I can speak English too, but yeah, I can speak my mother tongue as well. And we blessed out here, man. We blessed, man. It's all love. But
Hey,
talking about this NBA talk today. Hey, what's up, my man? Pull up. You sound a bit salty, man. Your man Kawhi ain't getting the respect you feel he deserves, man. What's up? What's up?
It ain't even just him. It's so many people. Like Unc said, Jimmy Butler. I don't see how the hell uh James Harden's over Jimmy Butler, over Kawhi, over PG, over who else? Who else on this list? I know I'm forgetting some people. Um Dame, I guess is fine because he didn't play. I don't think
Trey
he
Young.
I don't think he even over Cat, because Cat at least did something in the playoffs, even though he choked. But if you look at these 5 right here, it ain't no way in hell he over Jimmy Butler. And I don't think he's over Chris Paul.
Yeah, and you know he's not over no Chris Paul, bro. Man, the level of hate, though. The hate is real, man. I'm telling y'all, the hate is real, bro. I keep telling y'all think it's playing. The hate is real, bro. When this NBA, then these people don't like somebody, bro.
We saying they don't like Chris Paul, the media favorite, one of the most protected players in the league. Come on, man.
Stop it.
Come on. That's just a fact, my brother. Come on, man.
Stop.
I'm just trying to figure out though, what is James Harden did to be in the top 10, bro?
And number 11, was he 11? He was number 11.
He was 11, huh?
Yeah. Please explain that, because maybe I wasn't born yet to to see what he did in the playoff last year.
Not so much the playoffs, but if we're talking about the whole season, right? So in the regular season, he averages 22 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists. In a down season, he averages 22, 8, and 10, right? So that's already great. And then in the playoffs, that's acknowledged that he did have a weak playoff performance. It wasn't great, you know. He didn't help his team a lot in that playoff performance, and he shot away in the big moments. But when you talk about him versus a guy like Chris Paul, I could have the same questions for Chris Paul. So I'm not sure why he got that energy for CP3, like he's so much better than James Harden. Right now, he is not. If we're talking about all time, that's a different conversation. But right now, I'm taking James Harden over Chris Paul. I'm taking James Harden over Paul George and Paul George. And Paul George.
I'm gonna say it again. Stop that stuff that you're smoking, man. You take James Harden over Chris Paul. Yeah, now Chris Paul have a little curse when it comes to the playoff and shit, and but at least Chris Paul shows up. Now he shows up in the playoff as well. When did Harden show up? Because I ain't never see a game Harden showed up. Playoff Harden showed up.
Nah, never.
You ain't never seen a series that Harden showed up, really?
I ain't.
So he didn't.
Nah, hell no. That's his Achilles heel. The playoffs. You can't have me in the top 10, 15 if you can't produce in the playoffs.
And I ain't
he lost to all-time great teams in the playoffs, man. He lost to all-time great teams in the playoffs. He lost to the Spurs. He lost to the Warriors. How can somebody you claim is great, but you gonna complain he lose to greatness?
He lost to the Spurs without Kawhi, but okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that was his chance. He lost.
How y'all do that? He great. He's great.
Talking about fumbling the bag, that dude has had chances to win, and he's fumbled them chances, man. He's had chances. He's had powerful teams, man.
I don't understand.
Just like Chris Paul, right? Just like Chris Paul. So I don't know what the issue is. Same as Chris Paul.
No, that's fair. But that's fair. That's fair. I can give you that argument. But how you not gonna have the same argument for James Harden, and then you're gonna make excuse he lost to great players? Well, ain't he great? According to you.
When was the last time James Harden as a starter went to the finals?
What he never did, bro. You know the answer to that. Why you always ask me questions? You know the answer to.
I'm asking you. I'm trying to
Go ahead, bro.
to remember.
Yep, he never has, my brother. He never.
I think that proves the point. That's his whole point.
He's been to multiple conference finals. We know that. You know, he lost to the Golden State Warriors twice in the conference finals. So that happened.
But if we talk about just last year, man, no, he ain't. No, he's not top 11, 12 players, bro.
And that's what we talking about. I don't get it either. Y'all always jump to. When we talk about these players, y'all, first thing y'all do is jump to shit 10, 15, 20,000 years ago. We're talking about this year, man. Stay on topic, man. This year.
Right.
Right on topic. So who do y'all think is gonna be better this season? James Harden or Chris Paul? Because that's the projection of this list, right? So who do y'all think is gonna be better?
Chris Paul.
37-year-old Chris Paul. You talking about him?
Yeah. And that's the crazy thing. I'm more belief in a 37-year-old Chris Paul than a titty over tighter goddamn James Harden. So yes, I'll say Chris Paul. Now, if he proved me wrong, he proved me wrong. But I'll say Chris Paul.
Young Africa, you like bringing Chris Paul age, but when I bring LeBron James age, what do you say?
I say LeBron's different. That's what I tell you.
LeBron's
LeBron's different to any player in NBA history. He's just different.
He's
a
the
different
greatest stat
standard.
padder. You know, he masters stat padding, man.
He's different, man. This is a man who never had a long-term injury, who stayed healthy his whole career, who's never missed a playoff game, who's never missed a playoff game in his career. If he's had a potential playoff game, he's never missed a playoff game in his career.
He's missed playoffs though, so that ain't
playoffs, but not a playoff game that he was available for or could have played in.
Hey,
he never missed a playoff game. Is my point.
It's the playoffs. You're supposed to be playing. So
exactly.
And
he played in playoff and lost. So what's your point?
Yeah, but my point is to the brother who's asking me what's the difference between a 37-year-old LeBron and a 37-year-old Chris Paul is. I'm telling you that he hasn't got the same injury history as Chris Paul. He hasn't had the same.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You got to look at it like this. The last 2 years, what Chris Paul did with less talent at his age is more impressive than what LeBron did with more talent at his age.
Exactly.
Less talent.
We got to look at that.
Less talent than what? Phoenix is not a better team than the Lakers supporting cast?
Chris Paul made that team better, bro. The year before he got there, they didn't even make the playoffs.
That's true, but they were ready to make the playoffs, man. They were prime. They have a first overall pick in DeAndre Ayton. They got Mikal Bridges. They got Devin Booker. They were ready to make the playoffs.
I told y'all, man, with this hypocrisy, bro. Because if that was LeBron who went to goddamn Phoenix and did what Chris Paul did, the first fucking thing you would say on here, Phoenix wouldn't shit till LeBron got there. Man, y'all, that's why I can't. Man, go ahead, man. Y'all talk this LeBron shit.
What about Anthony Davis? He went to Lakers and LeBron went to the playoff. So, what? What about AD? AD went to the Lakers and the Lakers went to the playoff and win a championship. So, who's more important?
Okay. So who won the Finals MVP? I didn't say Chris Paul wasn't very important on that team. I didn't say that. I didn't say he wasn't the most important. We'll talk about bullshit. I didn't say he wasn't the most important. What?
Let me tell you something. LeBron could have sat on the fucking bench for all 4 quarters, and Lakers still won. They still would have gave that motherfucker MVP.
What? You acting like LeBron didn't do nothing in those finals, bro? LeBron was the best player by far in those finals. Did
LeBron win without AD?
Multiple championships without AD. Yes, multiple.
I'm talking on the Lakers, bro.
Oh, okay. You know the answer to that, my brother. You know the answer.
No, I don't. I want you answer. I don't know.
You're African. What about what Chris Paul did with OKC? So you want to say Phoenix
took him to the playoffs? Congratulations.
A trash ass team like OKC organization. He took them to the 5th seed in the playoffs. That's what he did.
Congratulations, CP. Congratulations, man.
So
first round exit.
The last 2 seasons, Chris Paul made his teams better.
So how many? What was the exit for LeBron last year?
Hey, coming back to this list, right? Coming back to this list. Coming back to this list. Okay, we talk about this list.
Now we talk. Now we talk because your great one couldn't even make the play-in, so now we're talking about the list. Yeah, okay.
Average team. It was an average team. What can I say? A team full of 10-day contracts and undrafted rookies, bro.
Okay, hold on. Because Jimmy Butler had the same goddamn thing. Hello? That's what the fuck I thought. Yeah, that's what the fuck I thought. Jimmy Butler had the same motherfucking thing. And LeBron is the GOAT, remember? He's the GOAT.
Adebayo, Tyler Hero.
I don't care, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah,
how many games Ben made?
6-7 G League players on that team, man.
Get the fuck out of here.
On that Miami team, bro.
And they had a good coach with a good system that maximized the potential of the players. Something that Frank Vogel could not do.
The coach don't play.
Frank Vogel won a championship with the Lakers.
Exactly.
With your same LeBron.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's only a good coach. He's only a good coach when he wins, though. That's the only thing.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Man,
coming back to this list, my brothers. Coming back to this list, right? And we're talking about this is where I got Jimmy Butler. Look, I'm
I don't
gonna
blame
do
you.
the 11. I'm
I
gonna do
don't
the
blame
11
you,
through
bro.
25 real quick, right? I got Butler at number 11. I got Butler at number 11, right? I put respect
No
on
way,
Butler. He a
man.
great player.
No
I got
way.
him at number 11. In actual fact,
Man.
if I changed up the top 10, I got Butler ahead of Devin Booker as well, and John Moran,
Jimmy
So he
Butler is
number 8.
top 5, man. Top 5.
I got him
He's
8.
not
I
lower
got him
than
9. I got him
no.
9. I got
He's
him
not
9.
lower than 5. He's top 5.
He's top.
Okay, that's how
and
you
we
feel.
know- and
You can
I'm
you
not
can tell
even
me your
arguing
top.
the point because, like I said, that list is bullshit, and it is what it is. But I mean, I appreciate you giving your list and what you believe. It is what it is.
That's what I feel like. So
Yeah.
if Jimmy Butler, if I had to put him back, I put him at number 9 ahead of John Moran and Devin Booker. Jimmy Butler at 9. I got John Moran at 10. I got Devin at 11. Right. Then it's Kawhi at 12. Yes, I said it. Then it's Kawhi at 12, right where he's meant to be, right at 12. Okay. I got AD at 13. Harden at 14. Lillard at 15. Trey at 16, Cat at 17, PG at 18, Jalen Brown at 19, CP3 at 20. Yeah, and you got the rest. So CP3 is the 20th best player this season, behind guys like Jalen Brown, Carlton Towns. Okay, and that's because of how old he is. That's because he has not performed in the playoffs for multiple seasons, especially last season. Dropped off majorly in the playoffs. When we talk about James Harden dropping off, CP3 had a worse drop off in the playoffs. So holding that against him and his age, we ain't talking about prime CP3. We're talking about 37 going on 38. CP3, 6'1", CP3. He's at 20. And so that's my issue. When we talk about 6 to 10, I got no issues with 6 to 10, except LeBron James should be top 5. That's about it. Everything else, I got as I said, I got Jimmy at 9.
He top 5.
I got
Can't
Jimmy.
even get in the play-in.
Exactly.
I got Jimmy at 9, and I got John Moran at 10. Okay, it's between John Moran and Devin Booker at 10. I probably got John Moran ahead of Devin Booker, to be honest, main man of his team. And so that's what it is, man. Jimmy Butler at 9, John Moran at 10, and I ain't got major issues outside of that, man. But I told you, Kawhi's way is meant to be. CP3 is a little too high for me. You know what I mean? James Harden, AD is a little too high as well. They got AD at 19, 18, 19, something. Now he's easily right behind Kawhi at 13.
Stop.
At 13.
Hold on. Because your ass is jumping through hoops that you can't catch, bro. First off, I'm going to ask you one simple question. Why is LeBron should be top higher than where he is right now? Other than stats.
Other than his production on the court, right? Is that what you asked me? Other than his production.
He ain't playing no defense. What production?
Hey, first off, that's a lie. That's an illusion that the media has created. All these.
So my eyes, I wasn't seeing shit. I was just that was illusion that I was seeing when the motherfucker was playing defense. That was my illusion.
I'll admit there's a few games where he played very lazy defense and he was lax on defense. But this is what the facts say, right? Not my opinion, the facts. LeBron James was one of 7 players last season to average 1 steal and 1 block a game.
Oh my God.
One of 7 players. One of 7 players. Would you like to know the other 6 players? Would y'all like to know the other 6 players? And you tell me if they play defense. One of 7 players in the league to average 1 steal and 1 block. And 1 steal and 1 block. One of 7 players, bro.
The greatest player of all time only get 1 steal and 1 block. And that's the greatest of all time. And you bragging on that.
I'm telling you when he say, first off, we ain't even talking about that. What I'm telling you when you say he ain't got defense, right? Because you want to take it somewhere else. You want to take it somewhere else. I'm telling you, he was one of 7 players to average 1 steal and 1 block. You know who the other players were? Giannis, Draymond, Robert Covington, Joel Embiid, Thibault. I'm pretty sure y'all would say they play defense, but LeBron don't play defense, right?
How many times?
Yep, I debunked all that shit. Let's move on. I debunked that.
Wait.
No, you didn't.
You still ain't answered the question. Why does LeBron deserve to be higher than 6?
Because LeBron's all-round impact on the game, he's scoring, he's rebounding, he's playmaking, makes him top 5 in the league. That's not stats. That's his impact on the game. That's not his stats. That's his impact on the game. I broke down his game.
His impact. So why they ain't make the play in? Why they ain't get even 10th place with his impact?
Because as I keep repeating, his team was average. His team was average.
Oh, it's
His
team.
was average.
Hey, okay.
It's a team.
Oh,
it's a team
it's
effort
team
in the
now.
NBA.
It's team. Okay,
I got him.
okay.
I'm gonna show.
I
I'm
got
gonna
you.
put Young Africa in a chokehold.
Yeah, it's team.
First
All
off,
right.
so Nikola Jokic, Young Africa, who was he missing on his team?
Jamal Murray and Kevin Porter Jr.
Was it Kevin Porter or Michael Porter?
Michael Porter Jr. Yeah.
Okay. Would you say that team was a good team?
I would say that was a average
Don't
to good
stutter,
team.
nigga.
Average to good team. Yeah.
Why would you say it's a good team? Name the starting
Why?
five. Name the starting five for the Nuggets right now.
Because they got guys like Aaron Gordon. They got guys
with
like
a bad back. Come on,
what?
man.
Hey, come on,
I
man.
can't with this
What?
bullshit.
Man, come on. So, okay, so did they make
Y'all
the
niggas
playoffs?
Crazy, bro.
Yes, they did.
Okay, so would you say the Nuggets team was worse than the Lakers team?
No, I wouldn't.
Why?
They had guys like Will Barton, Aaron Gordon, Jeff Green, Austin Rivers, Monte Morris. Those role players are better than the Lakers role players. That's just a fact.
That's a lie.
That's just
You're
a fact.
lying. You're
That's a
lying.
fact. How is that a lie? You tell me
You're
how, bro.
lying.
Let's go player for player. What do you talk
No,
about?
sorry.
That's a fact.
Bullshit. I'm about to mute you, bro. That's a lie. First off, that team the Lakers had, bro, was supposed to be in the finals, bro.
Exactly.
They were supposed to go to the finals. They were projected to go to the
Exactly.
finals.
Hey, that's the team with Anthony Davis, right? We ain't talking about a team with
Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, Kendrick Nunn, that whole
Carmelo.
lineup was supposed to go to the finals, bro.
Carmelo
Don't tell me the
Anthony,
Nuggets were better. They were not better.
Dwight Howard.
They had a full team. The Lakers just didn't get it done. And that's
Dwight
what
Howard.
you know. They didn't get the job done. That's the problem. You can't
I
blame
agree,
the
man.
team and say LeBron didn't have a team just because he didn't get it done. Nikola Jokic took his team to the playoffs, bro, with that trash team.
What you telling me the supporting cast of Will Barton, Monte Morris, Aaron Gordon, Jeff Green, Austin Rivers, Bones Highlands ain't better. Jermichael Green ain't better than what?
Nikola Jokic made that. That's part of being a great player. You make your teammates better. That's what he did.
And we all know
who did LeBron James have?
LeBron don't make nobody better, bro. So we all know that.
That's a fallacy. Yeah. Tell that to Ilgauskas and Drew Gooden. Tell that to Ilgauskas, Drew Gooden, Daniel Gibson.
5 years
Tell
ago.
him. Yeah. Nah, you can tell them. You can ask Kevin Love and Kyrie how he made them better too. You can ask them as well.
No,
There was already starting to get on out here with that.
They was losing.
Kevin Love.
They was losing.
It don't make no difference. No, I said make players better. Don't talk about no losing.
Oh, so a player's not better when they lost? When you turn them into winners?
And Kyrie was already a star. So stop it with the bullshit.
When you turn players into winners, they don't become better.
Hold on for a minute. They was losing.
They're better because they're winning.
They was losing, but they ain't had
Never
no
made
team.
The playoffs.
Okay, because they ain't had no team. Oh, that's right. It's only a team thing when LeBron lose. I got it. Hey, my bad, nephew. Let me go ahead, man. I'm gonna get ready for my stage. Yeah, it's only a team. Yeah, you need a team when LeBron lose. But when LeBron win, he did it all by himself. My man, I got you. Shit, man. You just taught me something, bro. My man, I appreciate you. Hey, nephew, I'll let you, man. I'm getting ready for my day, man. Man, this boy, African boy, I tell you, boy.
Hey, what's your channel, man? I can come and cook you on your own channel too, man. What's your channel?
Big Tone Open Sports, baby. Big Tone Open Sports Talk.
It's right there on the screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nephew, put it up, man.
Yeah, I put it up right now.
Okay.
All right, babe.
All right, man. You said Africa. You said that team was better than the Nuggets, bro. No one would say that.
I did say that, man. No, come on, bro.
They only better because they got a better record. They actually performed. That's the only reason you say they're better. But that roster was not better than Laker roster, bro.
Hey, we can go play for player and just state the facts, bro. We can just state the facts. Westbrook
is a top, bro. Westbrook is a top 75 player of all time.
Not last season, bro. You saw what they ranked Westbrook this season, bro. They got him top 100. They got him in the 90s. They got him in the 90s, bro.
Okay, but
they got him.
It doesn't take he's still better than anybody on that Nuggets team outside of Jokic from last year. Anybody.
No, that's not a fact, bro.
That is a fact.
Aaron Gordon? He wasn't better than Aaron Gordon last year.
Yes, he is.
Oh, man. I don't agree with that. Not better than Will Barton last year. Better than Will Barton? I don't think so.
that whole roster, bro. That entire roster,
I don't agree.
Russell Westbrook. He took a team in Washington to the playoffs without Bradley Beal the year before, bro. None of those guys on that Nuggets team could do that. Dominique, you need to talk some sense into your boy. I tried. I can't do it.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, Bruce.
I saw last year many times LeBron with a piece of paper on the bench, looking at stats.
Yep.
And then when he's not satisfied with the stats, he go back into the game.
That's called stat padding.
Did you see that?
How do you know? How do you know he was looking?
Africa?
How do you know he was looking at his stats? How do you know that?
Because Dwight Howard confirmed it in the podcast, Knuckleheads
Bro,
podcast.
you don't look at stats during the game, bro. If you're really, first of all, a hooper, if you a hooper looking at that stats, you're looking at your stats. You're not looking at everybody else's stats. You do that after the game.
How do you know you're not looking at the team stats and seeing what kind of shots you're getting, how many shots you're getting at the three, how many times you went to the free throw line? Come on, man. Rebounds.
Again,
how do you know?
Hold on. Any hooper could tell you. If I grab this, because I've done this before when I was in, I think, high school. When you grab that sheet, you looking at your number to see how many points you got, how many steals you got, how many rebounds you got, how many assists you got. That's what he was doing because, again, remember, he did a lot of playing when the Lakers were down big in the game. Staying in the game, getting his stats up, getting his numbers up.
He was trying to get the team chemistry up.
To see what he had on the game.
He was trying to work on the team chemistry at the late in games, man. Trying to get some flow in the team's offense for the next game, man.
Go ahead,
Come
Dominique.
on.
Dominique,
but
go ahead,
LeBron's the only player ever who plays in the game, and we hate on him for playing in the game. That's amazing, bro. That's amazing.
No, I used to think the same thing too, bro. I really did. I thought LeBron was an unselfish player, but really, he's only unselfish after he gets his numbers. He's not a pass first point guard. That's a lie. The dude averages 27 points in his career. That's not a pass first guy.
Come on. So you think that LeBron, if he wanted to average a triple double, LeBron couldn't average a triple double in his career?
He could.
You don't think so?
I'm not saying
so what happened to the stat padding idea? Why didn't he just try and stat pad?
I'm saying stat padding as he stays in the game when they are losing.
As I told you,
They're
team
losing
chemistry.
and you're still in the
Team
game
chemistry was the reason. Team chemistry. But go ahead.
They didn't have no chemistry. They were losing. They were getting their ass kicked the whole season. What chemistry you working on? Dominique,
they were trying to.
Yo, what's up, BJ?
Talk some sense to your boy, man. Cause I can't do it, man. Africa killing me.
I mean, as much as I dislike LeBron James, I gotta say, he might have been a top 5 player last season. Don't think he will be this season. Talk about it. Tell them what they don't want to hear. Tell them.
No, you said last year he should have been a top 5 player. You said this year he should.
Last year he was a top 5 player.
But you say he's not a top 5 player now?
Going into the season next season, nah.
Okay, so what changed?
I think he's just a year older. I think a couple guys coming back from injury like Kawhi and Zion, I think they're going to kind of move him out that spot. But last year, average 30. He was on a trash team, but I don't know. I got him as a top 5 player. His defense was trash, but so are those other guys, Nikola Jokic, Luka. Those guys are trash on defense too. Like, I think Luka does everything LeBron does, but LeBron does it better.
Facts.
Okay, so are we talking about LeBron, recent LeBron, or are we talking about the old LeBron?
The recent LeBron. Well, old LeBron is much better than Luka, but I'm saying now, like, I just don't see it with Luka. Like, he does everything LeBron does, but he just does it worse than LeBron.
He does everything LeBron does. He doesn't play defense too. But
exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I viewed him like almost like the same players. Like, at this point, like, Luka pretty much does the same thing LeBron does, just worse. Everything.
Do you see the question I asked in the chat? Ask Young Africa. Let's see if you're gonna say the same thing.
What's that? What question?
If he played better than Embiid, that's what I'm
Young
asking.
Africa said LeBron was better than Embiid last year.
Hell no. Embiid was the best player in the league in the regular season.
I agree with that.
Now, when it came to the postseason, I would say because of the injuries, and I think a couple other guys like Steph Curry, and I would even say Luka Doncic played a little bit better than Embiid. I like those guys better than Embiid, but in the regular season, Embiid was clearly the best player.
You said that LeBron is top 5. Embiid is not top 5.
On what planet is the most dominant offensive player and one of the most dominant defensive players not a top 5 player?
Hey, it goes like this, man, for my top 5. Giannis, Curry, LeBron.
No, I'm just saying like
Giannis, Curry, LeBron, Jokic, Embiid, man. That's just what it is for me.
Wait, Embiid is top 5 today?
Yeah, he's top 5.
He can be top 5 today.
But my thing is, how do you put Jokic over Embiid when Jokic don't play defense? I don't get that.
I think I know what you're saying, Dami. I think Embiid's better, but I think if you want to put Jokic over Embiid, I think it's. I mean, I accept it. I don't agree with it, but I accept it.
No, I don't accept it because it goes against everything that I understand about basketball. Like if you're asking like players, like that's something that media does because media don't really value defense like that. They don't really care about it.
Why do you have LeBron playing better if you're saying that about the media? That's what the media does with LeBron.
No, I'm saying LeBron is the same thing as Luka. It's just Luka does everything LeBron does, just slightly worse. And Luka just has a team built around him.
So Luka is doing it worse, but he had his team in the playoffs.
And also, I think Luka's mentality is a little bit better than LeBron's too. But
I have a question: who's better, Westbrook or Brunson?
Jalen Brunson.
No.
Easy.
I think Westbrook is better than Brunson, but Brunson fits with Luka better than Westbrook fits with LeBron.
Right now, Jalen Brunson is a better player than Russell Westbrook, bro. That ain't controversial to say.
No, you saying that, but if Westbrook was to go to like the 76ers and play with Embiid, his numbers would skyrocket.
Bro, all this would be for Westbrook took the Washington Wizards to the playoffs just less than 2 seasons ago. But this one season with the Lakers has like made people forget how great he is.
Yeah, I agree.
It just exposed the holes in Westbrook's game that's always been there, the fundamental flaws that he's always had. Exposed this season.
That's just it. It was never a problem before, so why is it a problem now?
It was just that he was in the shadows. He was in teams like OKC and Washington that didn't care, bro. No one cared about them.
Hold on, but what is that saying?
As bad as he was, bro, Westbrook always took his teams to the playoffs. Teams that were not supposed to be there. He didn't miss the playoffs until he got with the Lakers.
That's the perfect role for Westbrook. When he's a lead guy, he will take a guy on the fringe of the playoffs and he will make him a playoff team. That's what he's good for. But if you want to go from fringe contender to official contender for a championship, Westbrook doesn't move that. Doesn't move you enough.
Okay,
it depends who you playing
with. He's been to the conference finals 3 times in his career.
He's been to the finals in his career. He's been to the finals too.
And to the finals. So he's made it past in just the first round, bro. He's been from 2010 to 2020, Westbrook has been a top 10 player from the entire decade.
No one's denying that, bro. We're just talking about what he did last season, man.
That's the problem. Great. People keep focusing on just last season.
So why you just focus on last season with LeBron then? Huh? Why you just focus on last season with LeBron then?
Because we're talking about top 5 players. And if we're talking about last season, no, we're talking. Hold on. We're talking about top 5 players. If we're talking about top 5, LeBron does not deserve to be there. Just being honest, he does not deserve to be there. If we're talking about just last season, he didn't make the playoffs.
Nah, hey, what? I don't agree with that. I say he's number 3, 4 at the worst, man. That's
Yo, but
and as
BJ,
and I broke down. Go ahead, bro.
we got to kind of keep it consistent though. The Lakers, that team was not really built around LeBron James. And then also they had a ton of injuries. So I would say LeBron James was a top 5 player last year. He might have been like at number 5 or like a fringe top 5 player. I would give him that. But the only thing is, yeah, like I said, like it was just a ton of injuries. And going into this season, I don't think he'll be a top 5 player because I think it's just too many people coming back. I think Zion is going to be a top 5 or at least somewhere in that top 7.
Wow.
People
I
think,
don't think, bro. I don't think injuries.
I'm telling y'all, Zion Williamson.
That's a big step for Zion, bro. That's a big step.
I don't think injuries, yes, played a role, but it wasn't a big role. I think it played like probably 15% of the Lakers. But I think the defense, they didn't have leadership and they didn't fit. Those are the big reasons. Injuries is a small reason why they didn't make the playoffs.
That's why I tell you, my brother, Denver Nuggets was better than the Lakers.
That team was not going to the playoffs, bro. Regardless what happened, that team was not going to the playoffs.
Yeah, it's tough to say that because I think 2 years before that they was in the finals.
But that was a totally different team. That's the difference.
That's what I'm saying.
They got what they should have did. They should have kept that team they had with the Suns because that team had defenders and they had outside shooting. But you let go of KCP,
Caruso,
Alex Caruso, Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl. You let go of all your dogs.
Dwight Howard, all of them.
All your dogs. So your team was not good enough to compete. People want to bring up injuries. The Clippers, they didn't have their 2 best players, and they made the playoffs. Or they had a chance to make the playoffs. So injuries was not the reason why they didn't make it, bro.
Young Africa, you ain't using injuries, man. Brooklyn Nets had a lot of injuries. KD missed a lot of games. Joe Harris didn't play. He only played 14 games.
Joe Harris is trash, but go ahead. Yep.
Joe Harris is trash. Okay.
Yep.
So if Joe Harris was on the Lakers, it would not. You think LeBron would not take him?
It ain't about that. Did you see what Joe Harris did in the playoffs?
It ain't about that.
Did you see what he did? He disappeared in the playoffs, bro. Did you watch Joe Harris when he was in the playoffs? Did you see him?
What?
He was invisible, bro.
He was doing all LeBron. He was doing all LeBron.
No, he wasn't. If he was doing all LeBron, he would have been MVP, bro. They would have won a championship. Stop the cap, man. Come on. Come on. We just need to keep the same energy. Just like BJ out here talking about
I'm doing the same energy.
Denver Nuggets is better than the Lakers, but the Lakers didn't have the right pieces. And then at the same time, you say Lakers didn't have the right pieces, and then they weren't a balanced team. That's what my guy said, bro. Not me. That's what he said.
I said the Denver Nuggets were not better than the Lakers because the roster from top to bottom was not as good. You missing your 2 second and third best player. Jokic carried that team. Look at the numbers and this is another thing. His numbers were impactful because it led to wins. He put up the stat sheet and he led them to wins. LeBron's did not.
What about
the difference?
What about Golden State? Who miss a lot of people miss a lot of games, right?
Yeah, but Golden State has a lot of continuity. They still got their same championship core. So
I told him that. Bruce knows. He comes with the same talking points. I told you this, Bruce.
It's true. Curry missed a lot of games. Draymond missed a lot of games.
As the brother just told you, they've been playing together their whole careers. As I've told you, bro, it's easier to have chemistry when you've been playing together for your whole career, man, in the same system with the same coach, man. Come on.
I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of teams right now are benefiting from the fact that a lot of guys aren't healthy, like Kawhi and Zion Williamson, guys like this, like. Those guys weren't healthy, so a lot of teams like Golden State Warriors, they benefited from that because Nuggets weren't healthy, a couple teams weren't healthy, so Warriors benefited from that. But they were the only team that had that much continuity like that. Even though Steph Curry ain't the same Curry maybe from 2017, he's still good enough to win a championship on that team.
I'm sorry, AD came back in time for the Lakers to make the playoff. How come he didn't make the playoff? Don't tell me, whatever.
He wasn't fully healthy, bro. Yeah, you know the answer. He wasn't fully healthy, even when he came back.
That's cap.
He wasn't fully healthy. Come on, you saw him limping around.
His heart got taken by Giannis.
His
That's
heart
what
got
happened.
taken.
His heart got taken. His heart got taken.
Hey,
That's
so you
what
didn't?
happened.
So y'all telling me y'all didn't see Anthony Davis limping around at the end of the season?
No,
You
I
didn't
didn't
see
see
that?
Giannis
it.
was limping and won a
I
championship.
saw Giannis Antetokounmpo take Anthony Davis's heart. That's what happened.
Damn.
And since
Damn.
that moment, from that moment on, he was never the same.
Come on, we talking individual
He
games.
got
So
destroyed. He got
y'all
destroyed.
remember?
He got destroyed by Carlton Towns.
Y'all remember AD when he destroyed Embiid though, right? You remember that game?
He didn't destroy him. Oh my!
Hold on. Let me break
What?
this down because
He
I
did.
see a lot. I saw a lot of people saying that after the game.
He did not destroy
One-
Embiid.
The Lakers lost by 20 points that game, right? 2, they double teamed Embiid the whole game, and Embiid still had 26. AD finished with 5 more points than Embiid. Embiid, I think they put like Tobias Harris on AD for the most part. Embiid guarded him for a couple possessions, but they wasn't worried about AD. Like, he wasn't really doing nothing. He got hot a little bit in the beginning, and then he fizzled out, and that's all that happened. He was scared to guard Embiid by himself. He needed a double team. Embiid don't ask for double teams. I've never seen Embiid ask for a double team a day
That's
in my
why
life.
AD doesn't want to play center. He's scared of guys like Jokic and Embiid.
And that's a fact. And that's a fact. And AD even said that out of his own mouth indirectly. When they that year that they got Dwight Howard, the first question that they asked Dwight Howard, and you could look up the article. The first question they asked Dwight Howard is, can you guard centers such as Embiid? They asked him that. Embiid is in a whole different conference, and he's asking Dwight Howard, can you guard centers like Embiid? Because he didn't want to guard Embiid. That's why he don't want to play center.
So I got a question then. Y'all happy with where they got AD ranked? They got him like 17 or something, 18. Y'all happy with that?
If you got
He
Kawhi
should be
Leonard
low.
number 12, that's why I'll put AD.
What? Where?
If you got Kawhi Leonard ranked at number 12 and you happy about that, I'm happy with AD at 17.
Nah. So if you got issues with Kawhi, you got no issues with AD then?
Nope.
I know you got
AD
issues.
in my opinion, AD should be 25.
Yeah, that's crazy. See how? See, this is the crazy talk, man. What are we talking about?
Okay.
Crazy
You
talk.
want Kawhi at number
25.
12, bro? That's crazy. You want him at number 12.
It's
Let's
crazy
start
because
there.
Kawhi really about to have a legendary season, another one.
Legendary
I'm telling you,
season.
man. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
I think he's
got
gonna have
minutes-
a
A legendary
postseason.
minutes restriction season, right? Legendary load
I
management
want
season.
Africa to be here.
Oh, I'm gonna be here. Don't worry. A legendary load management season is what I'm seeing right now.
No. He's going. If he do load manage, he's going to have a legendary postseason.
Just like 2019.
Only thing is,
I've seen this story before.
in my opinion, I think he's going to be legendary up into the finals when they run into the Sixers. I think everything is going to come full circle. Everything is going to come full circle. And
Sixers not going to the finals with James Harden.
They're going, bro.
You're not
Hey,
going to the
relax.
finals.
Yeah,
Let's
Sixers
start.
ain't going to.
That's just my opinion. And it might be some bias in there because I am a 76ers fan. So that's just my opinion.
Yeah, okay.
But-
Ask Tobias if he's still going to play.
Tobias. Yeah, but I'm just saying. I think Kawhi gonna be back up there. I think this ranking is completely, ridiculous. Like, I don't understand. Only thing you can explain it is injuries. That's it.
By the way,
So
Dominic, Brooklyn
Dominic,
is better than Philly today. Okay, sure, sir.
Who?
Dominique, so how do you feel? They got Anthony Davis at number 20 behind Bradley Beal. You feeling that? You agree with that?
No, I don't agree with that. I think the only reason
That's crazy.
the only
I
reason they're
agree.
putting them there is because maybe the injuries. They're factoring in injuries. But if we want to talk about his ability on the court, no, he's definitely higher than that. You at least got to have him in the top 10.
Ability to hold his knee.
Hey, what did you say, Dom? Where should you have him?
You should at
Where
least
would you
have
have
him. You at least got to have him at least in the top 10, maybe 12,
Facts.
at least.
Facts.
His ability,
I'm sorry.
his
I'm
ability
sorry.
on
I
defense.
think
All this is about potential for you guys.
I think
It's
Paul George
potential.
is better than Anthony Davis, man.
Come on, man.
Who? Paul George.
I think he's better.
Come on, bro. That's crazy talk,
And I
man.
don't know. AD ain't done nothing the last 2 seasons with the team. When he leads a team, he can't do it.
AD has proven that he can be a number 2 option on a championship team, bro. He proven that.
He could.
He proven that.
He could, but he can't be a number 1 option on a deep
Paul
playoff.
George ain't no number one option. Come on,
Yes,
bro.
he is.
Paul George. What did he
it.
do?
He just did it 2
Come on,
seasons
man.
ago.
And he lost, bro. And he lost. So what did he prove?
He took his team to the conference finals. AD's never done that.
He lost, bro. He lost.
Ever.
But
so you saying a conference finals it just makes him better than Anthony Davis, who proved he can be?
Player. He has more impact.
No.
Hold on. So who's a better defender? Who's a better defender, AD or Paul George?
That's a wash.
That's not a wash.
Yeah.
That's not a wash.
I think AD edges him up. AD edges him up.
That's a wash.
That's not a wash. You know that's not a wash. Come on, bro.
That's a wash.
AD cannot even defend against injuries. What is he gonna defend?
All I know is my guy took my team to the conference finals. AD came take his team past the first round.
Yeah,
he took his team to the finals and they won, bro.
AD edges Paul George out.
I thought it was LeBron.
It was, but Anthony Davis was right there. 1B. It was 1A, 1B, bro. He played great as well.
Stop trying to switch. You said second option.
Yeah, he was. Okay. And he proved that. Once again, has Paul George ever proved that he can be a second option on a championship team?
Yes,
no.
He did.
No.
He did.
No. Never been to the finals, bro.
Hold on. Because I'm gonna cook you. Because in 2013, he took that super team that LeBron had to 7 games in the conference finals, and as a baby. And then in 2021, the only reason
that was 25 years ago. But go ahead.
Yep. That's what you do all the time. 2021, the reason why they didn't make it to the finals because Kawhi got hurt. That's
okay. Because the first option got hurt, right? That's my point, bro. Thank you.
You're making no point. You said, can he get to the finals as a second option? And I just told you, the reason why they didn't make the finals is because Kawhi got hurt. If Kawhi's playing, Phoenix is not beating that team. Anybody on this panel disagree with that?
We don't know that. Ifs, that there's big ifs there.
No, we do know that. And you know it too deep.
We don't know that. No, I don't know that. Because I remember they got blown out. So what happened in that last game of that series? They got blown out, right? That was like a 30-point game, right? 30-point game, right?
This is what I said. I said, again,
it was though, right? It was like a 30-point game.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I understand. The 30-point games, they were blowing out. PG was not scoring. Okay. So he should have done like LeBron.
Roll all you want.
He should have played better. Yeah.
Playing. They're in the finals and they're winning it all.
PG should have stat pad like LeBron, right? That's right.
PG should have stepped up for his team, yeah, and not let Marcus Morris jack all those shots and brick them all, yeah. PG shouldn't have bricked all his threes. That's what he should have done.
The guy who led the whole entire league in playoffs and points, rebounds, and assists didn't do all he could.
Not enough.
That makes sense.
Not enough.
That makes sense. So he's supposed
not
to.
Enough.
So you hold PG to standards of being a first option then. That's what you look at.
No. You're telling me that he can be a major piece in a championship team. I'm showing you that he has not proven that Anthony Davis has.
You choosing not to look. I'm telling you, if you make the conference finals as a first option without your other co-star on your team and get to the third round, you can take your team to the finals if you had your full team. That's what I'm telling you. You're not choosing to look at it. You holding PG to standards that are not reasonable.
Not reasonable. Okay. Shit. Okay. I wouldn't agree with that, but okay. So you got PG over Anthony Davis. That's wild, bro. That's wild to me, man. That's wild.
I have 24 players over Anthony Davis.
Yo, where did they rank BJ? Where did they rank Zion Williamson at?
He's not even in the top 25, bro. He's not even in the top 25.
Wow.
I'm taking Zion over AD.
Like, and the crazy thing is when the season start and he's like dominating, they're gonna try to act surprised. Like,
yeah, I'm taking Zion over AD next season.
What? You talking about Anthony Davis can't defend injuries, but you're gonna take Zion, the man who can't stay healthy for 2 weeks? What? Huh? How does that make sense, bros? Huh?
Well,
he's
learning from AD, man.
That's what I thought. Man. Hey, your bias is showing, my brother. It's all good, though. It's all good.
What bias? I said I'm taking Zion over AD. AD has been in the league longer.
Based on what? Based on what you're taking Zion over AD?
Because he is more explosive.
Yeah. Athleticism. That's what we're doing now.
How many times have you seen Zion holding his ankle on the floor?
Many times. You know what? Zion hasn't even played enough for me to see him on the court, bro.
No, I think
played
people-
like
I think-
20
I
games
think-
his whole career.
I think people forgetting that Zion is like 22. So like they thinking like he's like some older player and he got injured, he's gonna come back and really not be good.
Man,
No, I agree with you,
the-
bro.
The way
I
that
see
I
Zion.
see, the way that I see Paul George talking, you guys better watch out for the Clippers.
Oh yeah, you better watch out for the backboards, bro. You better watch out. That backboard might hit some dude in the front row. But when we talk about Zion, I agree with you, bro. Pelicans are a dark horse this season, bro. They could be a top 4 team this season, man. Zion, Brandon Ingram,
Who's
CJ
gonna be
McCollum.
better?
Man, what is it with
Pelicans
LeBron?
or Lakers? Who's gonna be
Zion.
better? Pelicans or Lakers?
Hey, right now the Pelicans got a better team than the Lakers. We I don't know the future, but right now on paper, the Pelicans are better than the Lakers.
Everybody has a better team than y'all, man. Everybody has a better team than the Lakers. Y'all
Yeah, what
suck.
is-
That's what I'm trying to make the point.
What is it with what is it with LeBron fans, man? They don't respect no players in the league or no historical players.
What do you mean?
That's why you can't
Who
give
talking
these
about?
LeBron
You
fans
talking
any
about me?
leeway, bro.
Who we talking about right now? We talking about me right now?
LeBron
Wow.
fans.
Oh,
If the shoe fits, wear it.
I'm a LeBron fan, but who am I not respecting right now? Who am I not respecting? I don't know. I can't tell.
You're not respecting PG.
PG. Hey, he hasn't earned my respect. That's why. He ain't earned my respect.
He
Come
hasn't
on, man.
earned your-
He's one of the most
If he hasn't earned your
underachieving
respect,
players in the
then
league, bro. He's one of the most skillful players in the league, and he's underachieved, man. That's why. That's why.
Well, he already should have earned your respect in 2021. So if he hasn't, then you ain't gonna ever get it. You're never gonna get it.
No. I lost
You're
a lot of
never gonna
respect
get
when those balls went off the side of the backboard. I lost a lot of respect, man. I know that hurt your soul, bro. Come on, admit
What
it.
about LeBron in 2011?
Hey,
What about
BJ.
LeBron in 2011? What about LeBron in 2011? Did you
Hey,
lose respect?
you know what?
That hurts
Yeah,
your
yeah,
soul.
he did. And you know what he did? You know how he did to earn my respect back? He went to 8 straight finals. That's what he did.
Yes, with the
And he earned my
How
Grizzlies.
many
respect
did he
back.
Hey, how many did
Hey,
he win in those
he went to
finals?
8 straight and he
How
won
many
4,
did he
bro.
win?
And he
How
won
many
4
did
and
he
he earned my respect. He won more than the whole Clippers franchise
He won
history. That's what he did.
He went 4 and 6. Get it right. He
More
went
than
4
the
and
whole
6.
Clippers franchise
He
history,
went
man.
4 and 6. The worst record of any top 10 player of all time. You got the nerve to
No,
call it.
because you said 2011, so he went 4 and 8 because 2011 was one finals, 07 was the other. So we're talking about 8 finals,
4 and 6.
4 and 8. He went 4 and
4
8
and 6
in the next 8
finals
years.
record. That's
I'm talking about how he earned
bad
my.
record.
That's a bad record. Going to 10 finals is a bad record, bro. Hey, how long do you think it's gonna take the Clippers franchise to go to 10 finals, bro?
It's not about
I'm
going.
guessing about 100 years. 100 years probably.
It's about
100
winning.
years for them to.
It's about
Okay.
winning, not
I have a
going.
Well, he
question.
won 4. He won 4.
Yeah.
That's more than
And
most
lost
franchises in NBA history.
Lost 6.
LeBron James is a franchise on his
And
own.
lost.
Hey, you know how many teams would wish they could go to 6 finals, bro? You talking about?
Nah, we about winning.
You talking
We
about
winning
loss?
championships. We about winning.
Nah,
Not
Clippers are not about winning, bro. Come on,
Not
let's be
about
honest.
winning.
Clippers are not about winning.
Kobe won championships. He didn't say, "Oh, I'm going to the finals." That's why y'all lost so many times. Maybe if you focused on winning, you would have won more finals.
Hey, you talk about a guy who led the playoffs in points, rebounds, and whatever. You talking about LeBron James, who led both teams, the only player in the history of the finals to lead both teams in points, rebounds, assists,
I'm not saying
steals,
y'all doing
blocks.
LeBron. I'm saying you guys give LeBron too much credit for going instead of winning.
No, but he should get a little credit for going, right? You should get a little
He should
credit.
get
That means
a
you're the
little,
second best team.
But not GOAT. He ain't GOAT status winning. Like you try to give him too much credit. That's too much credit. You gotta win.
And you telling me that Kawhi is a top 5 player off an ACL tear, but you're
Bro,
not giving Kawhi too much credit?
Why do we start there when we talk about him? But KD, he can be out with a torn Achilles, which I've torn twice, and he came out and he can be a top 5 player. But why?
I wouldn't agree with that.
Why is a big problem?
Coming off the ACL, I wouldn't have put him top 5.
He's a top 5 player.
I wouldn't have put coming off the Achilles. I wouldn't have put him top 5. KD, I wouldn't have personally. No.
So you didn't put him top 5 after he came off that injury.
Before the season, no. After the season, that's the question. But I still don't have him top 5.
Who was your top 5 when he got hurt?
It's similar to what it is right now. Giannis, Curry, Braun, Embiid, Jokic, those guys, man. Yep. And KD ain't cracking that, especially coming off of Achilles. Definitely not cracking that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. I keep the same energy.
Everybody else did. The whole entire NBA world had KD top 5.
No, I've always said KD is a majorly overrated player, man. He's a great individual player, but when you talk about team and what he does for team when it comes to winning, he ain't that guy, bro. That's been proven.
Kawhi's the only dude. Kawhi's the only dude that is LeBron's kryptonite.
LeBron's kryptonite.
Yes, he's LeBron's.
Come on, bro. The Lakers were waiting for the Clippers in the bubble, waiting for them to come and meet them in the playoffs, and they couldn't. And they couldn't.
That's fine. I'm talking about when they face each other. That's his kryptonite. Every time I watch LeBron play Kawhi, LeBron don't want no problems with that nigga. He don't want no problems with. That's why when he checked in the game in the 14 finals, he looked back at the scores table like this, and when because he knows when he deals with Kawhi Leonard, it's a problem. The only reason Kawhi ain't got more championships because of injuries. That's it. That's all you can say about him. That's it.
So who y'all think will have a better season this upcoming season, LeBron or Kawhi?
Man, it's not even a question. It ain't even a question who's going to be better. By the time the season is over, you're going to hear Young Africa again on here halfway the season. Oh, the Clippers got a super team with Kawhi, PG, and John. That's a super team, bro. When John Wall's going to be busting people's heads open, and people going to be saying that's a super team. And and LeBron fans going to be crying, talking about, oh, Lakers, they suck. Watch.
I'm saying that now. I've already been saying that Lakers, if they don't trade Westbrook, we ain't doing anything major in the season. But the question is a very big question, my brother.
You put Kawhi
who's going to have a better?
You put Kawhi in that Laker team, they go into the playoffs. I guarantee it.
Hey, LeBron with a healthy AD is going to the playoffs as well. That ain't the measuring stick. See, that's the difference between Kawhi and LeBron. LeBron's expectations championship or bust. Kawhi is, can he come back, be healthy, have a good season, and make the playoffs? That's the question.
That's what you guys put on him. The last 2 seasons, he ain't been championship, but he just been busting wide open, legs spread open. That's what he's been doing.
Last 2 seasons. Wait, what happened before the last 2 seasons? What happened before that though?
He won about I'm gonna tell you what happened. He got a 7-month layoff, a 7-month break, which he's never gonna get again. So that's why he's been looking the way he's been looking in a real season with a real grind, not making the playoffs and getting knocked out in the first round. So enjoy your bubble ring, because I know a lot of people in LA don't respect that shit. Hell, the NBA don't respect. That's why y'all keep bringing up the bubble championship. Nobody respects that championship.
Why not? That's ridiculous. That's just hate on LeBron. That's all.
It's not a real season, bro.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna take what about lockout season? So we're gonna take away lockout season championships as well because they were shortened seasons.
I'm the same with the lockout season. I don't hold that to high regard.
Oh, okay.
Any season that you get a chance to get that much time off, 7 months, and you don't go through the real grind of the season. Yeah, you got this modified. It's not the same as what Kawhi did in 19 and what Giannis did in 2021. It's not the same. Or what LeBron did in 16. It's not the same.
So we got to take a championship off the 98-99 Spurs, right? They won that season. We got to take that championship off them too, right?
Do what you gotta do, bro. I'm saying that bubble championship, though. I mean, people hold that. I mean, I know you won it, but I mean, why couldn't you do it again? You had the same team. You had the exact same team. You couldn't. Why don't you do it again?
Who?
The Lakers.
They didn't have the same team. That's the whole point, bro. They changed the team up. What team?
They had the same team. They had the same team, and you were leading Phoenix 2-1. Remember that?
The same team. We lost all our defensive players, bro. What are we talking about?
Did you have KCP?
No, you didn't. You had KCP. You had Alex Caruso. You had Kyle Kuzma. You still had your defense. You picked up Montrezl Harrell.
Oh, you talking about the team when Anthony Davis went down? That team, huh?
You were leading 2-1. You were leading
Hey,
2-1. Your greatest player
keep the
did not
same
do anything.
keep the same energy. Brother, you had excuses for Paul George not having Kawhi, but LeBron got no excuses for not having Anthony Davis, right? That's ridiculous. Bro.
So Anthony Davis is better.
Time out. I've seen Kawhi win without another star. I've seen him do it. LeBron has never won a championship without either a super team or his co-star. I've seen Kawhi win a championship without another star, bro.
You mean when Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson went down? You're talking about that?
We're talking about Kawhi. I said I've seen Kawhi win a championship without another star.
Hey, first off, he had all-stars on his team. He had Van Vliet and Pascal Siakam. First of all, they're all-stars. They're all-stars.
He was not an all-star at that time, brother.
They were all-star level players. He was playing at an all-star level. Pascal Siakam's all-NBA. Hey, Pascal Siakam's an all-NBA player, first of all. So he had that guy with him. So that's a star. That's a star. All-NBA is a star.
They did not make the all-star team until after Kawhi left. And the reason why they got on the map is because Kawhi got them a championship. That's the only reason they got them all-stars. You ain't seen Pascal Siakam making no noise since he left, have you?
Pascal Siakam made the all-star team in the same season that Kawhi Leonard was there, bro. Come on, man. Stop the
He made the next season. Go check it, bro. It was in 2020. 9-19.
So he wasn't an all-star player that playoffs. He wasn't an all-star player. He wasn't playing at an all-star level.
What happened was he was developing. He was not an all-star yet. He was developing his game. He was not an all-star season player.
My guy, in the finals, he averaged 20 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, bro. We talking about what? You talking about that ain't an all-star? Come on, bro.
He was not an all-star.
Come on, and on top of that, Kawhi won that without the 2 major players on the other team, right? Klay Thompson went down. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was cooking for 10 minutes and then he went down. Come on, bro.
Klay Thompson played 5 out of 6 games, bro.
He missed the game. He missed a very important game.
He missed one game and he missed 1 quarter where the Raptors were already still up. So don't sit up and act like.
And what about Kevin Durant?
Don't act like Klay Thompson there. They gonna win the title automatically. They would not have won that title.
Oh, what about Kevin Durant? So Kawhi's beating them with Kevin Durant.
Hey, I look at it like this: 17, Kawhi, Zaza a cheap shot, took Kawhi down, and now the tables turned when KD got injured. So that's how I look at that.
But so you did very well to not answer the question, but it's all good, bro.
No,
it's all
because
good.
you're trying to take away his championship when I can go on through several times. LeBron went through titles where he got the upper hand. If you want to go and play that game, we can play that game if you want to play that, do that. I don't think you're gonna like it though. We can play that game.
Hey man, I didn't even want to go down that road, but coming back to the list, right? Coming back to the list, the essence and source of our conversation. So you happy? You happy? So where do you have LeBron ranked then, man? Where do you have LeBron ranked?
I got LeBron. I would say
name the players better than LeBron, man. Go ahead. If I name my list right now, I could put Giannis. I'm gonna leave Kawhi out. I'm not going to put Kawhi on the list because he didn't play. I got Giannis. I got Steph. I got Joel Embiid. I got Nikola Jokic. I got Luka. I got and it's another thing. If we talk about just last year, Jimmy Butler had a better season. By what he did, I can be honest. Jimmy Butler had the better season. Jason Tatum had a better season. I don't think Jamal Murray's better. I'm gonna leave him out. But who else we got? Devin Booker. Did he have a better season? No, I'm just asking. Oh, go ahead, bro. Kevin Durant. You got a few. You got a few left, man. Go ahead.
Do you think Kevin Durant's better?
No, personally, no. But go ahead. You already know how I feel. Go ahead.
I got 7 players, right? I got 7 players. So I would put LeBron about I would say between probably 9 and 10.
9 and 10.
If you look at
you didn't name the other 2 players though, man.
If we look at just last year.
I can name 10 players that had better season last year. Yeah. At least 10 players.
We talking about last season and we're projecting into this season too, right? And we're projecting into this season.
I can give you last year and this season.
Jason Tatum was better last season. You could.
So that's 6. That's 6. You named your 5. So Jason Tatum, that's 6. Who else you say?
I want to put.
Because you said 9 or 10.
You put KD there so bad. I think he was. If you're talking about just erasing that one series, hell yeah, I would put him over LeBron.
I don't need
Hey,
to
how you gonna erase? How you gonna erase what happened?
No,
KD went to the playoff. That's it.
I said if I could, then yeah.
But you can't.
One guy at least made the playoffs. The other guy didn't even make it.
Yep, and they both had the same amount of wins in the playoffs, man. 0.
I'm sorry. Jimmy Butler, Curry, Giannis, KD, Luka, Jokic, Embiid, Tatum, Butler. You see?
That's 9. That's 9. That's 9. Paul George.
Paul George.
Come on, bro. See, this is the wild talk, bro.
Carlton Towns.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Chris
They all
Paul.
had better seasons if you think about it.
Paul.
Yes, all better than LeBron last year.
Chris Paul, 14 points a game was better than LeBron James. Okay,
what's the guy in Chicago? He was MVP.
DeRozan.
Yes.
DeRozan, yeah.
Better season than LeBron last year.
Yeah. You might as well add Zach LaVine to the list. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not doing that.
That's your guy. That's your guy.
I'm not doing that.
Not me. You love him. I don't.
Oh shit.
Okay,
man.
that's it.
So
That's
you got LeBron like around 20, huh? Some shit like that, man. Damn.
I got him between 9 and 10.
No, for this season, I have him around 20. For this season, I'm around 20.
Number 10. I sure as hell he's not no top 5 though.
For this season, because I'm gonna add Kawhi. You know, I'm gonna add Kawhi to my list from last season. Kawhi. I'm gonna say Kyrie.
Bro, Kawhi, bro.
Man, his name. Your name is second options better than LeBron James. That's what I'm laughing at, bro. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead. It's crazy talk, but go ahead.
Hey, but see, Young Africa.
Second option.
For the Lakers to win, he's going to have to be a second option.
I don't agree with that, but I agree with this, right? In terms of scoring. But if let's say LeBron goes back to 2 seasons ago where he led the league in assists, he got 25 and 10, and Anthony Davis led the team in scoring in the regular season, the year they won the championship. Right. If he does that,
I saw this.
That is better for the team, but I wouldn't call him a second option on that team.
I saw Desmond Bain cooking LeBron. I saw Desmond Bain cooking LeBron and started talking trash to LeBron, and LeBron got hurt. Hurt his feelings. Remember that?
Who?
Remember that game?
Who?
Desmond Bain.
Oh no, I don't remember that, man.
He was cooking LeBron so bad and started talking trash to LeBron, and LeBron got hurt.
Hey, you remember when Klay Thompson was talking trash to LeBron in the finals, and then he walked him down 3-1, greatest comeback in NBA history. I can do this all day too, bro. We could talk about it. You know.
Okay, you want to go to the past? Remember 2011? LeBron was talking trash to Dirk Nowitzki. Remember that?
That was bad.
Do you remember that? What happened?
You remember when LeBron James took the worst team in finals history to the finals? Bro?
Remember when the LeBron was leading the Celtics 2-1, and then Delonte Westside saying, "Hello, mama." Remember that?
Hey, you remember when LeBron James took down the Boston Celtics? You remember that? Game 6, 45 points, one of the greatest games in NBA history. You remember that?
He
was hitting everything.
You mean when
fadeaways, threes, post hook shots, all of that.
You remember that? With D-Wade on the team.
Greatest game of all time. I ain't going to lie. That was probably his greatest game of all time.
Personally,
I'm gonna listen from the background.
Go ahead.
No, I said I'm out, fellas. I'm gonna listen from the background.
All right, man.
All right.
Remember when Ray Allen stepped back?
Game.
You remember that? Remember when Ray Allen stepped back? LeBron was about to cry. Remember when Ray Allen stepped back? Do you remember that?
Hey, I remember LeBron James dropping 51 points. Personally, his greatest game for me, dropping 51 points in 4 quarters against the KD Warriors and J.R. Smith fucking up game 1.
And then
I remember that. I remember that's an example of it.
One-on-one. What happened? And had Steph Curry one-on-one.
That game was an example of a near perfect game from an NBA player.
Had Steph Curry one-on-one and passed the ball to George Hill.
Yep, because LeBron James can't help but be a pass-first player, bro. I'm trying to tell BJ.
Okay.
He can't help it, bro. That's his natural part of the game. I can't.
He's not. He's not a pass-first. He's not.
He is, man. He is.
That was you not wanting to take the last shot. That's what that was.
Nah, that's LeBron making the right play, bro. That he can't help but make the right play. The guy cut, he had a backdoor cut, and he can't help but just make that pass. It's natural for LeBron. That's just his game. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Tune Sports, shout out to Tune Sports for keeping it real. Real Cavs fan. He said LeBron gave up in overtime. He would know he's a Cavs fan.
Gave up. What more can a man do? He dropped 50 points, man. Shit,
dropped 60. Kobe dropped 81.
You know what's funny? I was a LeBron fan in 2011. I was so disappointed, so hurt when he lost to Dallas.
Yeah.
Because I was a D Wade fan.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on with him? He's sick? What the heck? He keep passing the ball to Dwayne Wade. Every time he gets the ball, he passing the ball to Dwayne Wade. What the heck?
That's called fear, Bruce. That's called fear.
I was shocked, man. I was like, what the heck is going on with LeBron? And he did it back to back. He did it against the Celtics when they were 2-1. They were clearly better than they won the most game in the NBA with Shaq. Remember that? Shaq, Jameson on the team.
Right? Antoine Jameson. What?
Antoine Jameson. Go look up Antoine Jameson.
He was an all-star. He was an all-star.
Bro, he was old as fuck at that point.
What?
He was old.
No.
He was old at that point. Yes.
No, he was younger than LeBron right now.
Bro, I don't think you watched the playoffs, bro, at that time. I don't think you really watched it, bro.
I did, bro. I did.
Antoine Jameson was an all-star, bro. I don't think you did.
Was it what?
Because you wouldn't have said that. I don't think you did.
Antoine Jameson was a what?
Wouldn't have said that. He was a perennial all-star.
Bro, he was not a perennial all-star, bro. Stop the hype on Antoine Jameson, bro. How many times did Antoine Jameson make the All-Star? How many times? No, perennial All-Star means he made many All-Star teams. How many times was he an All-Star?
He made many.
Okay, how many? Tell me, Bruce, how many?
Probably two.
That's many? That's called many? That ain't many, bro. That ain't perennial, my brothers.
What was the position of Jameson?
Come on, man.
Was he a small forward or power
I don't want... he was a small forward. I don't want excuses on why he didn't make.
Who was a small forward in front of Jameson?
Bro, he was a two-time All-Star and a six-man of the year. He was a two-time All-Star the year he was with LeBron, and he was a six-man of the year. Mo Williams was an All-Star that year too.
He wasn't an all-star when he was with LeBron. He wasn't an all-star.
He was. Oh my God!
No, he wasn't, bro. Mo Williams was, but not Antoine Jameson, right? Antoine Jameson wasn't an all-star.
Yes, he was. Bro.
He wasn't, bro. Not during the seasons he played in Cleveland, bro.
His career stats was 18 points per game, 7 rebounds per game, and he
was a solid player. Solid player, bro. He was a solid player.
Yep. A damn good player. You trying to downplay him?
No, but you're telling me he was an all-star, bro. He wasn't a perennial all-star. So you calling a two-time all-star perennial all-star, bro? That ain't the definition.
I bet you if the Lakers had Jameson this year, you make the playoff.
Bro, he averaged 20 points per game that year. And he averaged 21 points the year after that, and then 22 all in Cleveland.
You're kidding me?
No, he didn't, man. Come on, bro. He didn't average 20 points a game in Cleveland, bro. Come on.
Okay.
Wait. Hold on.
I'm looking at the stats right now, bro.
Did you see Jameson? Did you see when Jameson was playing in Cleveland?
17, 18, and 15. He averaged 17, 18, and 15 in all 3 of those years.
Do you remember when Jameson was playing in Cleveland? Young Africa?
I do.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I do.
He's
a volume scorer, man. Volume scorer, man. Okay. Volume scorer at the time.
Do you remember when he was playing with the Wizards?
What did you say? Who was the coach? I already know, bro. It was that nigga who coached the Lakers, bro. What's his name? Showtime dude, bro. Scott. Yeah, that was who. Hey, why are you trying to test me on my basketball knowledge, man? I know. It was Byron Scott, man.
Byron Scott? You sure? You sure?
Coached him.
It was See, you want to test me on my knowledge? It was Byron Scott, bro.
Byron Scott was Byron Scott. Are you sure?
I am sure. I
know Byron Scott was the coach when Kyrie Irving was there.
What was that, BJ? What was that?
Mike Brown, Byron Scott, David Black. And you got
Okay,
that
it was
coach.
Byron Scott. It was.
They got Mike Brown was a part of them going to the was it 07? Was it 07 or 08?
07.
07, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, Mike Brown could not win with LeBron, but won multiple championships with Kerr.
Mike Brown has not led a team to the championships, bro. What are you talking about?
That dude's had over like 6-7 coaches, bro.
And took him to the finals, bro. He turned dudes that never won a championship to championship coaches, man. You know what that team? You know how good that team was, right? You know how good that team was? In his last season in Cleveland, he won 60 games with Antoine Jameson and Ilgauskas. He left and they won 20 games.
Bro,
20 games.
A lot of players.
Same team, 20 games. No, same team. No, same team. Same team. Antoine Jameson, the guy you hyping, he was there. Mo Williams, the guy you hyping, he was there. You know, the only player that mattered was LeBron James. He left, bro.
I'll give you credit for the Cleveland team. Well, other than that, after you left Cleveland, bro, he was jumping from super team to super team. He went to Miami and won 2 titles there when he should have won 4 out of 4. He went to Cleveland, back to Cleveland after 4 seasons and brought a super team there with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. He left that team and went to LA, tried to create another super team with AD and try to get Kawhi to come with him. That didn't work, so you brought AD and Westbrook with you. So everywhere he's gone, he's been trying to create these super teams. My question has always been with LeBron James. Why is it that he always needs a super team and stack the deck to win?
I got an easy answer for that. And the reason is because he was coming up against super teams. That's why. Because the league was full of super teams.
Hold on.
Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors was a super team. You know, that 73-win team, that was a super team. And then the KD Warriors, that was a super team. San Antonio Spurs was a super team. Yes. Yes.
What was it?
Yes, it was. Three Hall of Famers equals super team, bro.
I'm not going to you lying now.
3 Hall of Famers equals a super team, bro.
How many Hall of Famers last year in the Lakers? How many Hall of Famers last year?
That Spurs team was not a super team whatsoever.
Why not?
Ever. That team had those guys were out the door.
What?
Those
out the door winning championships.
Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker were literally out the door a season or 2 later. That was not. They were not in their prime. They were not a super team. That's a lie.
So what? So first of all, I'm talking about all the teams he came up against. So the 07 Spurs, that was a super team, right?
No, I'm not talking about the seasons that he lost in 13 and 14 when he played them, when he went to Miami. We're not talking about the cap. I'm talking about from Miami until the Lakers. He's been playing with super teams, and you said the reason why is because he's going up against super teams. So what other super teams did he go up besides Golden State?
So Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Kawhi Leonard, Manu Ginobili, that ain't a super team? Huh?
Kawhi was a baby. He wasn't
even. My God. So first of all, before you were just telling me that he was so feared and now he's a baby.
Bro,
like which one, man?
Bro,
which
stop.
One?
Young African, stop.
Come on,
Dude
bro.
Kawhi was not even averaging 20 points at that time.
So
he was a baby, bro.
The Lakers, how many Hall of Famers was on the Lakers last year?
Not in their primes, man.
Oh,
so what do you
was Tim Duncan was in his prime?
That same respect. They weren't in their primes. Come on, man.
Yes, man. Tony Parker, Kawhi Leonard, Manu Ginobili, they were in their primes, man.
We're not in their primes.
What?
Kawhi was not even in his prime yet. Are you kidding me?
Bro, you're sad.
Tim Duncan was past his prime. Kawhi was pre-prime.
That was like
Kawhi Leonard. If you look at that series, you would say Kawhi Leonard is an all-star in this league. That's what you would leave with that series saying.
Bro, stop.
No,
stop.
He was raw. He was raw. He was raw.
He averaged a double-double.
He was raw.
He averaged a double-double that series, bro. He averaged 15 and 11.
He was raw.
15 and 11 raw as fuck, huh? That's crazy, bro.
Okay.
His stats was not no. He was not no all-star. Stop. He didn't
15 and 11 in the finals, bro.
Until Tim Duncan left. Dude was averaging. You want to know what he was averaging in 13 and 14 during the season? He was averaging 12 points and 16 points in 14. That's not an all-star. I don't know what you're talking about. So again, the only team he faced was the Golden State Warriors. That was a super team. The other years he did not face no super team. The Mavs.
Because I told you, San Antonio Spurs was a super team, bro. You got Greg Popovich, one of the greatest coaches of all time, and you got 3 Hall of Famers. You count Kawhi, that's 4 Hall of Famers on one team, bro. What are we talking about?
You don't want to give the Lakers.
Bro.
You say the Lakers are old when they had a team last year, but you want to say that this Spurs team was in their prime, bro. You confused.
Yes.
Confused.
Yes. Not in their prime, but at the end of their prime. I'll give them that, but they were still in their prime. Hey, how do you make the finals not out of your prime, bro? How do you do that?
Because
how do you do that?
They had a solid team and everybody
solid.
Was everybody was
great. You're not calling that a great team? You're not calling that a great, just a solid team, huh? Not a great team.
They didn't have a super team.
Do you think Draymond Green is in his prime?
No. Okay. No.
Okay.
That 2015 team they weren't even a super team. That Golden State team in 2015 was not a super team.
And Klay Thompson was horrible in the finals. Horrible.
That 73 win team ain't a super team, bro. Come on.
2015.
That's the 73 win team, isn't it? 2015?
No, sir.
They didn't win 73 wins.
That's the 16 team.
Okay.
So
what?
That's the other team that wasn't a super team yet. And they beat
LeBron.
So that's 3 teams.
Oh my god. Well, where's the context in that? What happened? You know the context in that, bro. Come on, man. Dellavedova, Kyrie out. Come on, man. Kevin Love. Come on, bro. Give some context.
You said Kevin Love.
Klay Thompson was horrible in that finals in 2015. Horrible. Did you watch that final?
They didn't win nothing yet, man. That's what I'm saying. They weren't even. They got eliminated in the first round the series before against the Clippers, my Clippers. So they were not a super team.
And I don't think the 73 win season. Were a super team too. They almost lost a couple times because James Harden choked. Yeah. I don't think the Warriors were a super team, in my opinion.
That team was beatable.
Man.
That team was
beatable. KD Warriors was beatable.
Yes, they were beatable.
They literally went in their first season 15-1 during the regular season.
Yeah,
15-1 for the playoffs. Throughout the whole playoff. 15-1. You know who else did that? LA Lakers. Kobe Shaq Lakers 15-1. You know, that's the levels of dominance.
The difference is that the Lakers didn't have nobody got hurt on the opposing teams. The Warriors didn't have to go up against Spurs when they had Kawhi because he got hurt. And in 2018, the next year, Chris Paul got hurt when the Rockets were up 3-2. So that team was beatable.
No. The year that it was up 3-2 and they lost, that was a year where they had a bit of conflict between Draymond and KD, and things were breaking apart. That's the reason why. It's not because of the team wasn't that good. It was because of the team chemistry that affected the team. That's the reason, bro.
The reason was you could say tomato. I'm telling you that team was beatable in 2017 when they had their chemistry going. They were beatable in 2018.
But they never lost. So, but the facts say they never lost when they were all fully healthy. So what does that matter?
You also put context in it too. The Spurs lost their best player. Put that in context. We're just arguing that the team was beatable. They could be beat.
They could have been beat maybe by the 96 Bulls or something like that, you know, the Showtime Lakers, but you need a great all-time team to beat them. Not the Houston Rockets with James Harden and Chris Paul. That ain't enough. That ain't enough.
It took them 7 games. More than LeBron has took that team, bro. Getting swept and winning 1 game. But you call this dude the GOAT.
You know that
past the Warriors passing 7 games.
You know that game 1 that LeBron lost when he scored 51 points. I thought Cleveland won that game. I'm like, I saw LeBron and Curry guarding LeBron. I thought LeBron was gonna drive to the basket. I was like, I was shocked.
Like that.
I was like,
built like that.
Built like that.
Wasn't it the year that he was scoring those clutch shots against Toronto? Why didn't he do it against Golden State? I was shocked. I was like, why can't he shoot? Just shoot the ball. Right? Why didn't he do it?
You talking about, man, he dropped 50 points and what he was scared to shoot? Come on,
50 points and 50 points and he was scared against Curry. Curry.
Scared
Right?
against Curry. Yeah.
Yeah.
These are your assumptions.
My assumptions. That's the
These are
fact.
not
You
facts.
like saying fact, right? That's the
The
fact. He
fact
passed the
is
ball.
George Hill made a backdoor cut and he hit the open man, which is the correct
Yeah, okay.
basketball play. That's
The
the
correct
facts.
basketball play.
That's
Okay.
the facts. That's the facts. Not your opinion on what he was thinking and feeling. That's
So
not a fact.
there was no backdoor play against Toronto, right?
Why is it every time with LeBron when he makes the correct basketball play, it doesn't seem to go right?
Hey, so what is he meant to do? Help George Hill, who's an over 80% free throw shooter, hit his free throws, bro? Is that what he's meant to do?
He needs to take the shot for his damn self and stop passing the ball. That's what he needs to do. Stop passing the ball.
But once again, BJ, that's because he's a pass first player, bro. As I told you, man.
Well,
He's
not
a
pass
pass
first. He chooses when to pass the ball because he doesn't want either he's scared of the moment or he doesn't want the responsibility. That's the truth.
at the moment, but LeBron James has more playoff buzzer beaters than Michael Jordan, but he's scared at the moment though.
Oh,
Yep, that's just a fact.
Three playoff buzzer beaters in 20 years. That's a standard.
5 playoff buzzer beaters.
That's
5.
That's a standard. I'm sorry. How about how many game winners he had?
5 playoff buzzer beaters compared to Jordan's 3 playoff buzzer beaters.
How many game winners did he have?
I don't know that number. Do you? I don't know that.
Of course you don't, because it doesn't support your argument.
No.
How many playoff buzzer beaters? How many playoff buzzer beaters he attempted?
He got a better percentage than LeBron than Jordan as well. On
That's
game
not
winners.
true. That's not true.
Yes,
You're
he
lying.
does. Yes, he
That's
does.
not true.
On playoff buzzer beaters, he do.
That's not true. That's not true.
You guys are mad at the facts, but that's okay.
Nah, that's not true. That's that.
So
Those
you
facts
tell me. You tell me. What's the facts? What's the facts?
Those facts are wrong. Those facts are
No.
wrong.
We can't even talk about Jordan. Jordan's not even a conversation.
Oh, it's definitely a conversation. It's definitely a conversation.
You know what? The more that he plays and he doesn't win, that's gonna.
Yeah, you can't stay. This is my thing too. You can't continue to hold on to your spot and you keep losing like this and you don't even make the playoffs. You can't keep holding on to your spot. You can't keep doing that.
What spot is that? What spot are you talking about?
You can't stay in the top 5 if you continuously be missing playoffs and not your legacy takes a hit just like anybody else.
Bro, he just won the finals 2 seasons ago. What do you mean, man?
Bro, he ain't done nothing
What?
ever since. He hasn't done nothing in the last 2 seasons.
Hey, what's Kawhi done? What's Kawhi done?
He got hurt.
Huh?
Hurt.
Okay. LeBron got hurt too, man. We need to keep the same energy, man. Come on, man.
He played 55 games. He didn't miss the whole entire season. So stop that cap. The reason why I'm LeBron so hard is because you give him all this credit, but the last 2 seasons he's been trash. He's been arguing a lot of points, rebounds, and stats and all that, but he ain't been getting no wins. But you don't want to hold that against him because you don't want to. It's going to impact his legacy. This dude didn't make the playoffs 5 years of his entire career, but nobody wants to talk about that. 5 years of his career, he didn't make the playoffs.
What?
5.
But Jordan only made 6 finals out of 15 seasons. So we're gonna hold the other 9 seasons? Huh? What about Jordan losing in the first round way more times than LeBron James? How about that? You're gonna hold that against him?
We can't talk about.
Yeah,
Jordan.
I know we can't talk about it because the facts don't. Because you can't keep the same energy with Michael Jordan. That's why.
We cannot talk about Jordan, a guy who's undefeated in the finals, who's never flamed out the way LeBron has flamed out, who's accomplished more in less time than LeBron. There's nothing to discuss. That's
okay.
why you guys keep making this argument. It's not even an argument.
How many times LeBron missed the playoff?
How many times Jordan missed the finals?
No, answer my question.
No, you answer my question. How many times LeBron
answered my question first?
No,
Ask my question first.
No, I don't know the answer to that. I don't know.
Okay. He missed the first 2 years, and he missed the last 2 of the last 3 years, right?
Okay.
Okay, so that's 4.
Okay.
Jordan only missed 2.
How many times did Jordan miss the finals, though? How many times did Jordan miss the finals?
6.
How many times did he miss the finals? Not make the finals, miss the finals.
How many times did he miss the finals?
How do you
8.
miss the finals?
8 or 9.
By not making it.
You can't miss.
By not making it.
You can't miss something. That's not even. You can't. That's not even. Nobody asks that. How many times you missed the finals? You don't.
Yes.
Nobody asked that question.
Yes. Oh,
Okay, how
what?
many
So
times LeBron missed the finals?
this
How
is the
many
bias
times?
of Michael Jordan. We
How
can't
many
answer.
times?
We can't ask Jordan questions that we ask the same questions
How
for
many times?
LeBron James.
How many
Oh my
times
God.
LeBron missed the finals?
Time out.
Come on, man.
You can't
Hey.
miss something. Hold
If you
on.
want to ask that question, how many times
I
LeBron
got
missed the
you.
finals?
You can't miss something that wasn't presented to you, bro. You can only miss something that's actually presented to you when you have the opportunity when it's in your face. You don't miss the finals. He didn't make the finals, but when he made it, he won. That's what you say. You don't say, "Oh, he missed the finals," and that's it. Again, you tried to up second place. Nobody cares about second place. If you get to the finals and you win, that's what people care about. That's it.
So Jordan didn't have in the 9 seasons. He didn't make the finals. He didn't have an opportunity to make the finals.
Of course.
So what are you talking about?
Everybody does.
Exactly.
But again, nobody who makes the finals their rookie year outside of Magic Johnson. That's not
LeBron James at 22 years old makes the finals. That's who.
No, I said his first year. Nobody does that. Like it's not that if you get once he finally settled into the league, he dominated the entire 90s. LeBron has never it's only been there's been many players in his era has 8. When Jordan's era and when he was the man, like in the 90s, no one else 8. LeBron, Kawhi 8.
Except Hakeem Olajuwon 8. Hakeem Olajuwon 8. What are you talking about? Hakeem Olajuwon.
Steph Curry 8. Kevin Durant 8. Giannis Antetokounmpo, like 6 players 8. That's like a
better era.
That's like a
better
girl.
era.
Like six dudes get on your girl. That's a bad look. That's how LeBron's era's been. Jordan's era, no one else was touching his girl.
Bro, Hakeem Olajuwon was all up in that championship. What are you talking about, man? He went back to back.
Huh?
What?
No, Jordan. This is what happened. Jordan gave Hakeem his sloppy seconds. He went to baseball and smoked some cigars and gave Hakeem sloppy seconds.
See, what Jordan fans always erase from their memories is when he came back against Orlando, Shaq and Penny, and we erased that from history like it never happened.
I'm not
like
Jordan
it never
fan.
happened.
I'm not Jordan. I'm telling you the facts. No one else 8. Everybody.
I'm telling you, man. Orlando, they beat him when he came back. So what are we talking about?
Yeah,
okay, that happened.
What happened when Jordan swept them? What happened?
BJ got no answer for that. I know that.
No. I'll give you that. I'll give you Orlando. Now who else?
Okay. No, I'm just saying. So when you say no one 8, that ain't correct, man. That ain't correct.
You had 5 people in your prime when you were healthy, playing, didn't take no breaks, eat off your plate. That's worse than a dude who came back from baseball, not in shape, played only not even half the season, still made it to the playoffs, still drug his team to the playoffs, out of shape, and then come back the next season and sweep that team. That's worse than what LeBron did. That's no comparison. I'm sorry, but there's no comparison.
What?
There's no comparison.
Hey, you know what's amazing, man? When Jordan came up across actual dynasty teams, Hall of Famers across from him, he lost, bro. He lost against Boston. He lost against Detroit Pistons. He lost against the great teams that he came across. When his team was stacked, and he had Scottie Pippen and he had the best team in the league, that's when he took over. That's when. Not when he was the underdog, when he was the favorite. That's when.
That's when. Between Jordan and LeBron is that Jordan didn't look to run when he was getting his ass kicked. LeBron did. When he was losing to Detroit, when he lost to Boston as a baby his first year, and then he lost the prime teams, he didn't go leaving his team, jumping from team to team. He stood on his own team for 15 seasons and won 6 championships and built his team. That's why his legacy is more respected.
When Jordan was losing to the Pistons, he didn't go to Magic and say, "Hey,
he didn't do that." That's
let's team up."
That's like me getting beat by a team and they say, "Let me go join you, bro." Like even though they whoop my ass, I'm gonna go back and play. I'm gonna play again. I'm gonna play you again. I'm gonna beat you the next time. That's what he did. That's why his legacy is more respected. Not about that he lost. It's the fact that he didn't jump to another team. That's what makes that's weak.
Jump. He was a free agent, bro. He was free to do what he wanted to, man.
Jordan was not a free agent.
A freedom agent. Freedom agent, bro.
Yeah.
Agent of freedom.
Yeah. I know you would say that. I know. I got you though.
Hey, you're making it sound like he
I'm
left
sorry,
in the
Bubba.
middle of his contract, bro. It ain't the same, man. It ain't the same. And on top of that, how come we never mentioned that Jordan played in a weak ass expansion league where they added 6 teams in the 90s, bro? How come we don't mention that? How come we don't mention that?
Because
that didn't have an effect.
It's all opinionated. It's not a fact. That's
It's
opinion.
a fact that they were bad teams. What? That's not an opinion. That's a fact, bro.
That's an opinion by LeBron fans try to, lower his legacy.
No. Hey, is it a fact that they added the Hornets, the Heat, Magic, Timberwolves, Raptors, Grizzlies, all these teams, right? All of them.
If that's your strongest excuse, you're down bad, bro.
No. See how you can't even acknowledge the facts, though? I just presented you with the facts, and you can't acknowledge them. That's what I mean, man.
Okay, let's just acknowledge the facts. They had expansion teams.
Yep.
What does it got to do with competition? What does it got to do with competition?
Yeah.
That's already there. The teams that are still there, they're already still there playing.
Great question. I would tell you, great question. You know what I'll say to that is that it dilutes the league because all the stars that are already in the league got to spread out to these other 6 teams, and that makes the talent weaker across the league.
What are these star players? What other star players that were actually competing against Jordan in that time period were going to these expansion teams? Name them.
So I remember Alonzo Mourning on the Hornets. You remember that?
Was he competing?
Was it the Hornets or the Heat?
No.
Huh?
Was he competing against Jordan in '92? Because I think he was with the Hornets and then he went to the Miami Heat. Was he competing against Jordan at that time?
He was in the league, so yes, he was competing against Jordan.
No, I'm talking about was he a threat to Jordan?
All these teams are no threats. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They were trash teams. Trash teams.
No, what you're trying to do is you're trying to find any argument to try to dilute Jordan. Any argument.
I'm just stating the facts, man. I'm just stating the facts. I don't know why it's so hard.
He beat everybody in his path when he was the man.
I was alive in Jordan era. Those players were scared of Jordan. Shoo-wee. I'm telling you.
So you're talking about that hard era where everyone with the whole physical fouls and everything. You telling me they had fear? What? They were scared? You telling me they were bitches? What?
They were scared of Jordan. They didn't sleep. They were scared of Jordan.
It mustn't be a tough era like everyone talks about. Huh? It wasn't so tough, I guess, right?
Okay. You were not alive when Jordan was playing, man. That's why.
How tough guys in the league scared of Jordan, bro? Got fear in their hearts of another man. How is that possible? Okay. In a tough era like the 90s?
The Jordan rules. That's how you gotta know.
The Jordan rules were successful in the 80s. Everyone got old and Jordan takes over. That's what happened.
People were scared of Kobe, man. People were scared of Kobe.
I'm not saying that. Yep, and people are scared of LeBron. People are scared of LeBron.
No one's scared of LeBron.
They're not scared of LeBron.
No.
Even a rookie calling out LeBron. Nobody's scared of him.
No one's scared of LeBron. No.
My guy in the cut.
At one point, people were scared of LeBron. I'm not gonna lie. When the Miami years in Cleveland, that 2018, yes, people were scared of LeBron, but nobody's scared of him no more.
Bro, it was only the Raptors. That's it.
Come on, man. See, this is the disrespect that does not accept.
Raptors that was scared of LeBron.
Yeah, they was terrible.
Hey, my guy in the cut. Where you got LeBron ranked this season, man? You got him top 5, top 10. Where you got him?
The list they came out with, that's the exact place he should be at.
Number 7, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 20 for me.
You had any issues with the list? How you feel, bro?
I mean, just a couple. Jimmy Butler and Kawhi, James Harden. I feel like James Harden should drop. Kawhi should come in the top 10.
Top 10.
Yeah.
He said slide in there, so he got him around 9, 10, bro. That's what he's trying to say.
Bro, just leave Kawhi off the list. I don't even put Kawhi in there.
Bro, he hasn't played. He hasn't played.
Just wait until he starts playing, and then people will start saying, "Oh, this dude's actually pretty damn good."
Bro, I'm not saying Kawhi's not good.
That dude's top 3, bro. He's top 3.
Wow,
but because he hasn't played,
he has not played, man. I'm sorry. I agree.
I'm saying that's why I say leave him off for now. Wait till he comes back, and then rank him.
All right, cool. But yeah, I feel like Tatum should be in front of LeBron though.
Well,
I
I
agree
rest
with
my
that.
case.
I agree with that.
Based on what? Based on what?
The season he had last year.
Based on defense, he's a better defender than LeBron now. You know, he was a better player last year.
He carried his team to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron carried his team to Cancun.
Yeah, that was bad. Young Africa, your man went out bad last year, bro.
Hey, you know what's hilarious, bro? Is that the LeBron haters, right? They got.
I'm not a LeBron hater. I'm a fan.
They got.
I'm a LeBron
They got.
fan hater.
we hate on LeBron, and I can just imagine, bro. All the LeBron haters of the world, they couldn't wait to see LeBron not make the playoffs last season. So what happened, right? Is that LeBron? We hate on LeBron and we discredit him for not making the playoffs, but we also discredit him for making the finals. That's what's amazing to me.
But
So,
why
so
does
we
it-
discredit him on both sides.
Why
Both
does
sides.
why
We
does it have
discredited
to
him
be-
from not winning in the
Why
finals.
does it? But Young Africa, why does it have to be that we hate on him? Why can't it just be truth? He didn't make the playoffs.
Okay, that's a fact. Okay, but when we talk about LeBron career, we hype it like he's never made the playoffs or something, bro. This is the
When
the
did
couple
nobody
seasons of his
said that.
career.
Nobody ever
Of his
said that.
career. No. The way you guys exaggerate him not making the playoffs is like this man has underachieved his whole career. That's not the case, man. So
Never
I don't
said
know
that.
what the.
If you be honest,
Okay.
Bro, we're just saying that
honest,
because the
Young
amount of
Africa,
talent he
if we're
had
honest-
on his
if we're
team.
honest though,
Hey, if you're being honest, go ahead, BJ. If you're being
But
honest,
being
what's
honest-
up, man?
if you're honest, has he not missed the playoffs 5 years of his career?
That's a fact. Okay, that's a fact. Yep, that's a fact.
So what are we supposed to do with that?
How many years LeBron has played?
I'm waiting for you, BJ, to say that LeBron is
No,
underachieved. in his
Young
career.
Africa.
I'm waiting for you to say that, bro.
Young
No,
Africa.
he ain't underachieved. I ain't gonna say that.
Young Africa. How many years?
What are you supposed to
LeBron
do
has
with that?
played?
So what are you supposed to do with Jordan missing the finals for 9 seasons, bro? What are we
Okay.
meant to do with that?
How many?
How do we put him in context? Let's put him in
Okay.
context.
How many years LeBron has played?
19,
Okay. How many years he went to the finals?
10, more than half, my brother. More than half of his career.
10. So why did
Yeah.
he miss 9 finals? Asking for your
Yep.
question.
Okay, I'm gonna answer it, but I'm sure you're not gonna answer my question. You know why?
No.
You know why?
Yes. Exactly.
You know why? Because his team wasn't good enough at the time to make the finals. That's
Oh,
just-
now he's his
But-
team. What about a Jordan team?
Crickets.
you could say the
Thank
same
you.
thing, man. What? You can say the same thing.
No.
Huh? What? what are we saying? Hey, so my question is this, right? So we got 4 titles to 6, right? But the other 6 seasons, he made the finals and he lost, right? So he made the finals 10 out of his 19, and
You-
Jordan made 6
You
finals out of
celebrate
15.
losers? You celebrate losers?
See, exactly. I don't agree with that. I don't agree that a team that makes the finals is a loser. I don't agree with that terminology.
They did lose
I
the
don't, my brother.
finals. They did lose the finals.
Yes, he lost in the
So-
finals, but
so
so
they're
is he a
not
loser? Does that make him a loser, or does that make
Yeah,
him the
loser
second
of
best
the
team in the
finals.
league?
Loser
Does
of the
that
finals.
you know what they gave second place in the Olympics, right? They give him silver medals,
Oh
man.
my God. We celebrate second place now?
Wow.
They give him medals, bro, in the Olympics. They
That's
do
not the
celebrate them. They give him
Olympics.
medals.
That's not the
So-
Olympics. That's the NBA finals.
Bro, I
So
can't believe
BJ,
we're saying this.
how do you
How many-
measure BJ?
how
How do you
many
measure
trophies
a
have you
finals
seen?
appearance? How do you
How
measure a
many-
finals appearance in a man's career, even if he lost? A guy like
How many-
CP3, a guy like Allen Iverson. We don't. It doesn't even. It's not significant, or what are you saying?
I've never seen trophies being
Say
given
again?
in the finals, but okay.
Say again.
But a guy like, how do you measure guys like CP3, Allen Iverson, all-time great players that went to the finals but lost? How do you measure that on their resume? Doesn't a finals appearance add to their legacy? It doesn't take away, right?
It depends on the player, though. You gotta look at who we're measuring.
So I gave you Allen Iverson, Chris Paul.
Okay, so LeBron, I gotta understand what level of playing field are we measuring LeBron at? He's a top 5 player of all time, right?
Yes.
So we have to measure him to other top 5 players.
Okay.
So if
He's
we
not
measure
top
him
5 for me. So
to Jordan, I mean, you measure him to Jordan, like, honestly, Jordan's never missed the playoffs. Yes, he missed, I guess you say 9 finals. He didn't make it. Out of 9 years, he didn't make it. but when he got there, he won the finals.
Exactly.
Right? So that's the difference. No one goes into a situation and say, oh, a rookie or a second and third year player has to go to the finals, and if he doesn't go, he's a failure or he somehow missed the finals. That's not how it goes. You get there in your prime, and once you get there and you dominate, that's what you're going to be judged off of. So he's the only player in NBA history who's lost more than he's won the finals.
I never see a great player choke that much, that great.
That's not the case. Jerry West, Jerry West, 1-9 in the finals. Come on, man.
Jerry West was as great as LeBron.
No, for his time, he was one of the best players for his time. Jerry West is like top 3 shooting guard.
Jerry West was playing against the Celtics, man. LeBron was playing against Jason Kidd, past his prime. JJ Barea.
Name
Jason
everyone but
Terry.
One of the great power forwards of the all time. Though. Name everyone but Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki
was the whole team.
No, he was a huge part. Hey, do you realize that Dirk beat the Lakers? He beat the Lakers that season. Hey, do you realize that's one of the greatest runs? He beat the Lakers that season. He beat the Spurs that season. Come on, bro. Come on that playoff run, man. Come on.
And I don't think I never hear Kobe Bryant fans using that as an excuse. They accept it in the gut.
Yep, and I'm one of them.
Hey, I accept that he lost, but too. I don't deny that he lost, man, to the better team. That's what happened.
But Kobe Bryant was not scared of the fourth quarter.
No, scared.
He was shooting.
Hey, man. They had a double-digit lead. I remember one game where Lakers had a double-digit lead and they lost that in the fourth quarter. What happened, bro? What Kobe, what happened to Kobe in that quarter? Double-digit lead entering the fourth and they lost the game.
You want me to answer. That's why you always say, right? You just give the answer. Why ask the question? You already know the answer. Right?
I'm just saying, man. I'm just telling you, there's always a context to everything. All I'm saying is, that is when we talk about this season, LeBron James is clearly a top 5 player. And as I broke it down to BJ, my brother, I broke it down to you and I said, his scoring threat, his rebounding, his playmaking makes him a top 5 player. His impact on the game when they have a fully healthy team will be evident this season. And I will tell you this, BJ, we're going to talk about it throughout the season. He will be better than Kawhi Leonard.
You know, when I started to realize that the media was in for LeBron, it was in 2014 finals. Dwayne Wade won that game against the Spurs. Dwayne Wade was dominant in that game. But LeBron didn't score points. So the Spurs already, the Heat already won the game. But LeBron started making late basket after basket, late basket. The game was over. And then after that, on Sports Center, LeBron carried the Miami Heat. I was like, wow. That's when I'm like, oh my God, this dude is stats padding. Wow. Dwayne Wade won the game for Miami, but they still say LeBron carried. I was like, wow. That's when I started to like, okay. I see how he is. I see how he is. Okay. Stat padding, man. Stat padding. The greatest stat padder of all time.
Yeah. No, that was Wilt Chamberlain. That wasn't LeBron James. That's Wilt Chamberlain.
No. LeBron is a stat padder on steroid, man.
No.
Come
on. Oh man. Hey, I can't wait for this season. I can't wait for this season. Hey, that sad face you got, BJ, is gonna get a lot sadder during the season when you see LeBron James dominating and Kawhi Leonard missing every second game. You're gonna be mad.
So you know you're trolling because you know Kawhi's back playing 5-on-5. He's back playing 5-on-5 again.
Kawhi should have been back. Kawhi should have been back a long time ago playing 5-on-5. Come on, bro. It's been almost 2 years since his injury, man. Come on, bro.
Actually, it's been 1 year.
Come on. He could have came back for the playoffs. He could have came back for the playoffs and helped his man PG in the playoffs, but he didn't feel like it, right?
Just like LeBron didn't feel like playing in the playoffs.
That's Kawhi Leonard right there.
Just like LeBron didn't feel like playing in the playoffs this year. Just completely missed the whole damn play-in situation. So which one's worse? You playing and missing, or you not playing and missing? Because that's what LeBron did.
Not playing. Not playing is always worse than playing. Not playing.
Yeah, I remember.
Not playing is always worse than playing, bro.
LeBron missed the last 3 games of the season. He wasn't hurt. Why he didn't play?
Yeah, why he didn't play? He on the sideline eating popcorn. And, you know what I'm saying? Not helping his teammates out. Leaving out there to go off
because he knew that the team wasn't a championship team. That's why. He knew that. He shouldn't
have showed his monkey ass at the game then. He should have stayed home. How about that? You can't have your cake and eat it too. Stay home then. You're going to see Young Africa going to be disappointed this year because if he thinks that the Lakers going to be better than the Clippers, then he I don't know what to tell him. I don't know what to tell him.
Yeah.
You sad, man. You sad.
He is sad.
Yeah, he's sad, bro. But
he always getting cooked.
Yeah, he's cool, man. Young Africa cool. He gotta learn basketball, man. You gotta learn some basketball, you know. But Bruce, I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow, man, so we can set up a time for me to come check you out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you in Texas?
Yeah, I'm going to Houston tomorrow.
Oh,
hot Houston. What's the temperature down there?
I don't know. I'm always inside, so I don't know how much.
Yeah.
Wait, Young Africa left?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he left, man.
So Baba, what do you think about Ben Simmons? What Ben Simmons said? He said that he's still Philly.
Bro, Ben Simmons is a clown. JJ Redick is a clown. That's all I gotta say.
Did you hear the interview?
Yeah,
I was surprised. Go ahead.
Now, I've heard a little pieces of it, but I gotta watch the whole thing. I'm gonna do it after I get off here.
He said that the Sixers didn't provide support because he was dealing with mental health.
Bullshit.
Bro, I was surprised that JJ Redick was just like that interview. He just seemed like he was just completely just capping. He didn't give Ben Simmons no pushback.
That's why Ben Simmons did the interview.
Yeah. I feel like his job is to protect the players. That's what I feel like he's doing. He rarely bashes any player or critiques any player.
So when Redick asked him if Embiid and Doc Rivers threw him under the bus, he said, for sure.
Wait, how did Embiid throw him under the bus when Embiid blamed himself too?
He said, we got one play, we had under the basket, and didn't Embiid say that? I remember Embiid said that.
But he said, I had a turnover too. He blamed himself too. So
after saying that.
In the same post-game interview?
Yes.
Because I remember he brought up Ben Simmons passing the shot up, and he brought up Matisse Thybulle making only one free throw, and him getting the turnover.
Embiid should know that Ben Simmons was sensitive. He said that he told Doc Rivers that he could not play. He could not practice. But Doc Rivers insisted for him to practice. That's why he had the phone.
in his
I
He
thought he
said
said
it wasn't.
it was his jersey.
He
Or
said it
something
wasn't
like
his
that.
phone. Yeah, he said it was his jersey. He said it wasn't even his phone.
Mm.
Man, it was whatever.
Yeah, fellas, but I'm gonna get up off here, man. I gotta finish packing for tomorrow. So Bruce, I'll be hollering at you later, my brother.
All right, later.
All right, Bubba, I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, bro. Later.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace. All right, y'all. So that concludes the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Appreciate y'all coming through. Pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. Peace. Out here like swim well.